How we doing? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Let's get on the screen. Alright. Alright. We're back. We're so back. I'm here. Oh, there I am. I forgot. That's not where I intended to show up. But I'm here. Okay. Why am I yelling? Okay. Hello, good morning. What are you doing? I don't know. I don't know. I messed up. I messed up. Alright, 1 second. What is this? This one. Okay, that's looking better. Cresting over the hill. Who is here? Good morning, Kayla. Good morning, Yukipo. Good morning, Heather. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Eyes Fox. Good morning, Evie. Everyone is here. Oh my goodness. Anyone got a lasso? I can fix him. I can't fix him. I'm behind. 1 second. Let's walk away over here. We'll get him back. We'll get him back. Okay. Okay. We can fix him. Imagine if I did things right. Imagine if I did things correctly. God, I would be so powerful. Do we need background music? Oh, he's back. Hello, everyone. Is that usually how I have the screen? Who knows? Who knows? Oh, there we go. Close your eyes and count to 10. Good morning. I'm here. All right. We made it. We made it. We made it. I'm back. It's been a while. If I'm very boring, please let me know, and I can find some background music, or maybe like I don't know. We can play like the pan flute. I missed you. I missed you all too. Honestly, while I was having a fantastic time, I definitely missed everyone. And it feels very good to be back. Boring and Kaizen in the same vocab. Oh my god, Evie. We have something for this. We have something for this. I have a song I can play for this. Check this out. I hope you like it. I like it. Where is it? I found it. We can do this. We're gonna do it manually. Check this out. That's the sound of a subscription being made. Thank you very much. So glad you had a fantastic trip. I did. Welcome to Missed Him March. You thought he was here, he's gone. Let's pull up some photos. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you boys. My photos of my trip are not very interesting. The magical sub sound. Yeah, if you rub your Subway sandwich really, really well, like instead of a genie, that song plays. Alright. This was an ordeal, let me tell you. Getting these photos, oh my god. Getting these photos was something. Let me tell you, honestly, like, the photos are not that good. The photos are not that good. Because I realized, so I went to Japan, obviously. And I've been a couple times. And so, as such, I don't really do a lot of touristy things. I don't really take photos of a lot of things that are worth, like, taking photos of. And so instead, I noticed that a lot of the photos just ended up being food. And I was like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. And so, I don't know, how do we want to play this? Because I definitely did things. Makes sense, want to experience the moment. I suppose, I mean, to begin with, I'm not really much of like a photo taker. I am a healthy young man in his 20s, which means currently about 3 photos of me exist. I'm not really the sort of person to just stop and take a lot of photos of myself or of super duper many things, you know? But I've got a couple. A lot of it's just food. To be fair, food is beautiful. Absolutely. like, and now I'm sort of like, what do I even upload? You know, like, what do I show on the screen? Well, first, obviously, I got my butt right on down to, like, you can share stories. That is fine. I do have my hands prepared for later as well, because I think most of the stuff I did was just buying garbage, and I'm ready to show some of that off in a little bit. Something we can get on the screen, something I think we can all get behind, is food. So I will share one of the true loves in my life with you right now. I hope this works. I hope I can just drag and drop. Please, this is gonna be huge probably. There it is. Oh, that's nicely sized. I truly enjoy one of, like, literally the first main meal I had when I got my butt to the great land of Japan was conveyor belt sushi. It is fantastic. It is cheap. 150 yen a plate, and that is worth it. And so I ate stuff like that. It was beautiful. Let's get some more food pictures. Instantly went to get, like, curry as well. Let's put that in there. This might be a big photo. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Massive photo right there. Let's down. Oh my goodness. It's massive. The curry and rice, fantastic as well. It's just food. We love food posting. And it's so abundant, all of it. You can get all of it. That's almost the size of the plate at Texas Roadhouse. Can I, like, the larger version of the photo? Like, what's the comparison? What are we doing? Like, I need dimensions. What's the radius? What's the area of the plate? The giant version? Nice. I must confess, I am not from Texas. I've never been to Texas. I do not know what size their roadhouses are. Radius, big. Area, too much. I see. But I'm a big enjoyer. It's the food on the plate more than the plate itself. That is true. Personally, I don't eat plates. They're a little too crunchy for me. They're a little too sharp. I prefer to just eat the food on the plate. But man, should I just get, like, a bunch of food photos out? Imagine American food portion stereotypes? Absolutely. I think I'm gonna have to rotate this one, but I also ate fancy sushi as well. It's proven at the restaurant. Is it peer reviewed? Alright. They had this one too. This was like fancier sushi as well. Let's see if this comes in. Oh! We got the Texas Roadhouse version of the image as well. Why does the phone take such large images just to suffer? Honestly. Oh my goodness. So this was fancier stuff. I had, like, there were like 2 plates of this. There we go, we rotated it. And whoa, very nice. Oh god, no, it's, oh, that's disgusting to me. That it's like, peer reviewing is very important to the scientific process. It's true. Now this was good. This was good. It's like that. Have you guys ever seen that photo from Top Gear? Like, this is brilliant, but I like this. You know, like, I'm not a fancy man. I'm not. I never have been. You can please me with garbage, honestly. I am not fussy. I am not fancy. So I can go with, like, I don't even know which image is what. If it's good, it's good. That is absolutely true. So I usually go for, like, this sort of stuff, because honestly, like, you can eat until you're very full with this stuff, and it costs about as much as, like, 2 plates of this. So honestly, if you want to go hard for comfort food, not even, because the places are always full of, like, Japanese people as well. So it's not like, you know, I'm avoiding things that Japanese people might actually enjoy just to, like, I don't know, satisfy my white boy needs, you know? I also ate this. This is gonna be a good one. This was a bit much. Alright, where's big version? There we go, Texas Roadhouse image. So there's this place, it's in Ginza, which I've never been to before in Tokyo because all I've ever heard about the... I don't even know if you call them like prefectures, I don't know, of like Ginza is that it's very fancy. It's where all the like fancy stores are. It's where like the Gucci store is. And again, that's not my vibe. Orange is yellow. Good morning. I missed you very much. Could not wait. Yeah, prefectures, I guess. But like, this is basically just a big old toasted sandwich filled with like cream and like strawberries and like chocolate sauce. And like, there you can get for 100 yen just a sandwich filled with whipped cream. And I got it just to get it. Have some water. Oh god, I can do that. I lost my water bottle, fellas. I lost it. I lost the one that... the classic one. Oh, and then we have to drink too loud. Wow. So I've got a replacement one today. I lost the classic. So here's a regular drink. It's 2 liters, which is very big. So you guys can make me drink a lot today. You can water me like a cactus. I didn't have enough points for... There's a regular one. I don't even know if I can do the uncomfortable one in this. I'm gonna like waterboard myself. We're back to the basics. Here we go. Oh no. Not my finest moment. I'm gonna have to relearn my skills. I'm gonna have to relearn my skills on drinking water horribly. Hello! I'm just gonna call you Harry because that's the first word I can see out of them. It's nice to see you. Good morning. Didn't hydrate for over a month, already forgot how. It's absolutely true. I did not drink a single drop of water. I was crawling on the floor. Uh-oh. Follower goal met, 490. Thank you, Twitch. I don't make these goals. Twitch makes them for me. And I guess it keeps congratulating itself that we continue to meet our goals, you know? They're like, great job. We set this out for you and you did it. So good job, us. But because we played the song before about subscriptions, we can play the song about following, if you would like. So, let's play this one. Come on. I like that one. I like that one. Lots of people like that one. If you can't tell, just from the way I'm talking, I came back Wednesday morning at about 6 a.m. and by Thursday night I had caught a cold. So I am unwell. I'm actually getting much better by the day. Man with extremely common cold, very regular. I am growing stronger. So that sounds a bit like you got the sniffles. It's true. If I need to take a break to blow my nose, I will. But trust me, I am much better than like 2 days ago. I mean, let's look at this picture that I took. This is an actual place picture. You can't eat this. Well, and Texas Roadhouse size. This was when I was in that Ginza sort of area as well. So again, I'm not a fancy boy. But look, this is another part that like Japan is great for, because you'll just be in the middle of the city. That's not me, by the way, in the image. That is no one I know. I try not to take photos of strangers, but sometimes you just can't help it. But you'll be in the middle of the city, right? And there'll just be like temples and stuff. And that's something very nice. The mix of the modern and traditional is definitely something to enjoy. Love the architecture? Hell yeah. That reminds me. from our beautiful new chatter there was someone who asked me to remind them that I was streaming. And so, as such, I will take a bit of time, just 1 second, to inform them, because that's what friends do. But the buildings are very nice. Now, something I must mention is that we all know I am not a tall man. I am not a very large person. I am 176 centimeters myself. Which is, I believe we decided it was like 5'8". Some would argue that it was 5'7", because I'm a manlet. But if you are taller than me, you may struggle in this country, because they were definitely in the last place I stayed before leaving. When I was in the doorway, if I stood up, the top of my head touched the door frame and my feet were on the ground. So like I was as tall as the door. So I am not that tall, but like I was as tall as the buildings. And the thing is, like, Japan isn't some like magical dwarf land. Like, there are people of all sizes. Sometimes you'll see a woman as tall as you and you'll think, wow, that's a tall woman. And then you'll look down and she's wearing like 12-inch platform heels. It's awesome. Neutrophile, good morning. It's nice to see you. Oh, that's a big sniff from me. I'm doing much better. Over the past few days, I've been doing stuff, just little things around the house, and that feels fine. But then I sit down afterwards and I'm like, whoa. And I'm just like spent from doing nothing. Some would recommend that I shouldn't have streamed today, but I laugh in the face of danger. This is... Thank you. If I need to blow my nose, I will. This was an ordeal, getting these photos, honestly. It shouldn't have been this hard. I tried to just plug my phone in and get them off, like, directly. But my computer insisted that the photos were in fact not real and would not come through. So I had to do some real roundabout ways to get... So we should all be very appreciative. Here's one. Here's something I did as well. Unpopular demand is unpopular demand. Correct. We can do a reverse, like, subathon or donathon in which people, like, I set the amount of time. It does not increase, but the more that people like pay in that amount of time is the longer I stay away. So consider that if you're ever sick of me, like, I'm gonna pay you $100 to F off. Like, that's a real offer. Here's something I did as well. It was more about just like doing stuff rather than going seeing places. So there were 5 of these. Oh, Texas Roadhouse size. We're coming down. So across Tokyo, I think I uploaded photos of these because it was very cool. There are 5 manhole covers. The By My Silence. The Seto Kaiba. Hell yeah. 5 manhole covers with like Sailor Moon designs on them. There are manhole covers all over Japan with like Pokemon on them. Stuff like this. It encourages people to go out and see places that they might not have otherwise seen. So, like, I wouldn't have gone walking in these areas. Love, love, love. Did you collect them all? I did. I saw all 5. Would you like to see all 5 photos? Would you like me to put all 5 photos on screen right now? First hour. Hello. Yes? Okay, I can do that. Now, let's read this. Don't know if this is an option for you, but I use OneDrive to automatically back up my photos. It is annoying to have to delete it both on the phone and OneDrive. I want to see. Oh, hell yeah. All right, so this was the last one. Now, some of these are all over the place. It's about it, like, I don't know. It was like an hour and a half, like, round trip walk doing the lap. So this was the first one I saw. Oh, you'll have to forgive me for my sniffles. So they're around like the Tokyo Tower area, basically. And there's one. So they've got like the original art. This one's, oh god, I'm moving pictures in the background. So this one is here. They've got like 5 different pieces of art as well. So that's one of them. Look, I'll be okay. As a man, it is my role to overblow any illness I may have. Just really blow it out of proportion and just like maximize as much sympathy as I can, which simply does not come because everyone knows that, you know, it's over exaggerated. And all right, this was fun fact. Compare it to childbirth. I think that's very, very true. So these are all around the Tokyo Tower. Fun fact, that was the first time in my life I've ever actually seen the Tokyo Tower. I'll put up a photo of it afterwards. Look at this rubbish I gotta do. I've never seen the Tokyo Tower because all I've really heard about it is that like you have to pay if you want to go up, and there's other places you can go up and see the skyline for free. And so, you know, it seems like a much better idea to just do that instead. There's the next one. So I said these places, these manhole covers are all over the place. And in some areas you gotta rush a little bit. You gotta take your photo and go. One of them was most definitely outside of a girls' elementary school. And luckily it was not time for children to be like coming or going from the school. And so I was just like walking down the street, snap my photo. I think it was this one actually that I'm putting up next. Walk down the street, snap your photo, and get out of there before anyone can think anything. Why would they put it there? Why would they put it there, man? What's funny is that's the same artwork that was on the English translated manga when it first came out in the US. Very cool. Early 2000s? There's like 3 versions of it, isn't there? There's like the original one, and then there's like there's a revised one that came out in like 2003, and I think they've done it again since then. So yeah, there's that one. This one was probably one of the best ones. And then yeah, so there's 3 versions of it, and I think these are like the originals. Oh. And there's one more. The one with the green background was the 3rd book. Blue is the 4th. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, honestly. And then there's this one. Well, I've got something to show you later that you are going to love, love, love. So hang around. We've also got... This is the last one. I'm doing this just... Why am I doing this with my hands? I can use the mouse. Oh. So we've got this one to finish up, and that is all 5. I did get them all. We found them all, and it was worth it. I think that's the 2nd. That's pretty cool. Well, I'm glad that they, you know, it was a fun thing to do. Fun fact, the way I found them all was like a fan website was listing their locations. Like, you think any official Japanese source would tell you that these are there? Hell no. Get bent. We gotta rely on the fans for this one. So they were there, and then I'll throw in as well, just as a bonus, the Tokyo Tower. First time I've ever seen it, probably the last. I have no interest in this tower. I am very afraid of heights. So I do not care to go up this tower. I've been, like, you can't avoid the Kyoto Tower because it's in, like, the middle of the city next to the station. So there you go. There's this. Every time I walk up to it and I think maybe this time's the time. And I walk on up to it and I think, oh, no. No, no, no. Oh, no. I'm not going up that thing. Let me have some water. And then, thanks for sharing. That's literally what we are here to do. This is like talking about my trip. This isn't like coming back and hoarding my secrets, you know? If I didn't want to share, I could have just not done this, you know? Gatekeeping the adventure? Absolutely. I got vertigo in the Washington Monument, so I doubt I'd go either. I just had to check my brain for what the Washington Monument is. I got it. That's the big old, like, obelisk thing. What other cool photos did I get? Ugh. Sorry? No. It's me. I just had to check my little brain. What else? Oh, here's a good one. This is another food photo. You guys like food, don't you? This was when I had a very good experience with this one. Oh, so this was... Don't mind the food being literally on fire. This was a sneaky photo of when I met up with best boy Crozen, because he lives in Japan. Sorry, like, that's common knowledge. I am not exposing anyone. But we managed to get together and had some tasty meat. Let's give him a big old one of these. He's probably not awake at the moment, because for him it would be 7 a.m. So I don't think that he's around. But we managed to meet up. We met up a couple times, and it was a magical experience. It's always nice to actually meet the homies in person. It was the first step on my worldwide apology tour. in which we go around and meet all the boys. But that was nice. It's always very, very nice to see the people you love and respect in person, shake their hand, get their autograph, you know, share a meal with them. It's one of the largest benefits, I suppose, like, unsung benefits of what I do here in the zone. I believe the next day I went out to, like, a big old forest, right? I think it's called... Did you see Dorari? So, fun fact, she talked about it in her own stream. She left the country. She moved away. So, unfortunately, unable. I went out of the city a little bit as well. So, this is my Bigfoot photo, I guess. She moved out. I think she did. Yeah. You can ask her. So this isn't like a fancy photo to just about anyone. We've all got, like, forests and woodland spaces. I'm a fake fan. I thought it was temporary. Maybe it was. Maybe I'm actually a liar. That would make a good background. It was a nice place to go. I 100% forgot what the name of this place is. But it's about an hour and a half away from, like, Tokyo city center, I guess. And it was called, like, Totoro's Forest, like the Ghibli movie. Here's a big old signboard as well. So I believe the story is that this is where Miyazaki took a bit of a stroll. Oh god, I'm grabbing different photos. He took a bit of a stroll and decided that he wanted to make the movie. So I guess this is how he got a little bit inspired. So there's all these signboards around telling you what the place is and, like, what's going on. I have more photos, but I am not allowed to put them on the screen because there is, like, I've been asked, you know, did you go to Totoro's Forest and see Totoro? The answer is yes, I did, actually. There is a place inside this area. There's a big house, and he's in it. But they ask that you do not upload photos of it to social media or anything public. They just ask that, you know, tell people about it and then let them like show up for themselves. Let them see for themselves. And that's a big thing in Japan, where it's like a lot of exhibits, a lot of things are like, don't take photos inside. You can definitely take photos of the outside. You can definitely, I suppose, advertise it, but we really want people to show up for themselves. So please don't film or take photos of things like indoors and like spoil the surprise. And so this whole forest is basically now like a conservation effort, and they use like Totoro as a way to rope people in to, you know, make them more eager to donate. So I went there, I went and checked it out. It was very fun. It's worth going. It's worth the trip. I can show you this photo because I just saw this on like the way back. You know? This was like a big old bridge I was walking on. I'm doing this in the worst way possible again. I took a lot of photos like this. Whenever I leave an area, I become like, I don't know, naturally prone. Like a fungus is controlling my brain and making me take photos of like bridges and rivers, which there are many of in the country. So this was the sort of area I was in outside of the forest, which is very nice. Love and respect that. Yeah. Yeah. Go see it for yourself. But I had a nice time. And I think that's when I started wiggling my way out of Tokyo. Where did I go? Where did I go after that? I went to... I would have gone to... Yeah, I went to Hiroshima after that. And again, that's just the sort of place where I hang out and, I don't know, see some shops and stuff. Ugh. Drinking some water again. It's nice. So glad to see your involuntary bridge photos. I'm glad you like it. Did I take any food photos in Hiroshima, or am I stupid? I did. Alright. I'm sorry, I might mute myself for a second, just to blow my nose. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't be too rude about me, and then we'll get right back into it. That feels really good. Shrek says better out than in, and I believe it, honestly. I'm starting to think he really had no water the whole month. True. No, I can't decide whether it's what you said, Ice Fox, where it's like, I just had like health whiplash from going to very cold to very hot back in Australia, or if someone on the plane just poisoned me with their own illness and they showed up sick. I can show you this photo. This is basically like Hiroshima in a nutshell. This is their like signature dish. Lots of water helps. Oh, do not worry. I go like scorched earth with self-care when I get unwell. I am on everything and anything possible to help me get better. I did not eat all 4 of these. I just want to, could be both. Someone that could handle the weather change, pass it on to you. Fair. Okonomiyaki. That is what these are. It's basically, the crappy translation is Japanese savory pancakes. So basically, they make out like this little crepe thing, and they add stuff like, you basically, the idea is that you can add whatever you want. They add in like noodles as well. So I think I got like the yakisoba in there. So these are like 4 different people's. Mine was one of these. And you can see that one has like meat and like a lemon on it. You can basically just put in whatever. It's got like the green onion. It's got egg. It's got some nice sauces as well. They are very good. And that what they are served on, that is just a big hot plate. So they make it right in front of you. So that's someone in the background is like doing the accounting for the shop, but people will just stand there. You're on the other side of the hot plate. They're on one side. They cook it up And they basically just like pass it over to you, and you cut it up right there on the hot plate to keep it warm, and you eat it up, and it is very nice. I definitely ate that a few times on this trip because it's like, it's just also easy. It's just also good. It's very nice. It's a good dish. I enjoy. Reminds you of hibachi restaurants in the US. What's that? Now it's your job to explain to me. I don't think I've heard of one of those. You just grab it in your bare hands and chuck it on your mouth. Yeah. You'd be like one of those dudes who's worked in like chemical engineering too long and they don't feel anything in their fingertips anymore, and you just grab it straight off like the hot plate and you eat it with your hands like a burger while everyone just like stares at you, you know? They cook in front of you but they make it a show. Fair. We have some stuff like that. We call that like teppanyaki here. Just shout chuckers, hell yeah. Where they do throw the food at you and you're supposed to catch it in your little bowl. What else did I see? What else did I see? Alright, so when I got down to Osaka, one of like the major things I did, I uploaded a lot of photos of this because I thought it was super duper cool. So I'll throw this photo up first because it's a cultural icon for me at least. It is the Dragon Quest Lawson in Osaka. I pay pilgrimage every single time. It's a standard convenience store. It is standard konbini, but it is fully decked out on the inside in like Dragon Quest stuff, and like when you walk in the door it makes noises like the game, like when you walk into a dungeon and stuff. It's amazing. They do it straight into the mouth. I don't trust myself to catch it at all. That's a big risk. You gotta have a lot of faith in yourself to do that one, honestly. The famous Lawson's. Lawson's is great. There's like Lawson's. Depending on where you go, there's like prefectural ones. The main three, I would say, are Family Mart, Lawson's, and 7-Eleven, of course. You can end up at like Daily Yamazaki as well. And there's many, many more as you go to like smaller places as well. But let's see. Alright. Big amount of faith or a big mouth. Hell yeah. So from there, I took like a 2-hour bus ride to see this and have a very fun like outing for myself. Not beating the allegations of all. I did not intend. Let me tell you, I did not intend. I have been like, I want to say slandered, but it's all true. It's all true. I have been called Dragon Quest guy. Apparently that's all I do now. I swear I'm not. But, you know, I went to an island in which many theme parks are located, many little ones. I went to Dragon Quest Island, and it was beautiful, man. Basically, like a mini theme park in which you can play along like it's the game, and it's fantastic. Alright, when I went to Thailand, the group first went to a 7-Eleven power. Can't believe we traveled to the other side of the planet. First place we stop is 7. It's like that. It's like that. Oh, but Dragon Quest Island, I very much enjoyed it. So obviously it was basically set up. Let me try and get like a good vantage point. So they drop you in this. I took like a photo from like the roof where you can walk up and see everything. Let me get another. I was a wimp with the food. Fair enough. Well, I've heard you should definitely be wimpy with like the drinks because people put whatever in there. It was not meant for our fickle white boy tummies, if you will. But basically, they treat you like the game a little bit. So they drop you in this town and you're pretty much like, your idea is like Zoma is back from like Dragon Quest 3 and you gotta put him back in the ground, dude. And so you've got little quests to do and you've got to like find things in the town You can venture out. You do like fights and stuff. They ask you not to take like, again, photos and videos of what you see. But again, you can find dudes like this. Let me size that up. It's definitely worth doing if you enjoy the games. The island itself has quite a few things on it. It has like Bleach, I think Naruto. It definitely had like a Naruto village as well. If you want to go do ninja stuff. It had Godzilla. I think I posted a photo of like an empty field with a sign that said like Monster Hunter the Field, because I'm very funny. But there's little things like that, and you make a little character, you fight fights, you eventually end up at like Zoma's castle, you beat him up. It is very worth it, and the town is like decked out. It is like full decorated. I will post this photo. So like there's stuff just everywhere, and again, this is what I look like. There you go. If you've ever wondered what I look like, that's it. That's... So the town is just like full... What a handsome lad, thank you. It is just full decorated. It is just very nice. Apparently, I think it's officially called like Owaji Island. Don't quote me on that though, because I could get a lot of things wrong. But it is apparently very well known for its onion harvest. They apparently make a lot of onions, so to celebrate, I guess, they made this like onion slime as well. And he can be seen in many locations throughout the park. So he's just a big old onion. A lot of respect. We love him very much. He's very cute. But it was an experience. I need him. Hell yeah. Actually, I think I did buy one from the shop. I bought one of those. There were many like slimes you could buy. I don't actually know where I've put it yet. I'd have to find it. But it's like a little stress ball, basically. It's like a little like... It's like an onion slime plushie, I guess, but it's like the size of your palm. And on the inside, there's like clearly a stress ball or something. He's like heavy. And you can just hold him in your hand, and he's very good. I would die for him. Absolutely. Look at that face. As they like to say, he's not a bad slime. I would have it in my kitchen as a little trinket. Hell yeah. What else did I see there? So they've got like full setups. Like, look at this. Like, you can just go out there and you see stuff like this as well. And you're like, wow, tree branches. But I'll resize that for you. Like, this is one of the fights you have to do. And you don't do everything at once. Like, I think it encourages you to try and come back. So there's like the killing machine, which if you've watched me play Dragon Quest, this man has ended many runs. But the effort and the detail is just beautiful. So if you like this, or any of the other places, you know, that they offer, you would very much enjoy a trip there. But it is a little hard to get to. I went by bus because there was a bus that went to like, I don't know, the theme park sort of area. It came once an hour and I almost missed it on the way home, and that would have been very detrimental, I guess. That wouldn't have been very nice to miss the bus in the winter and then have to wait outside for about an hour. What else? Alright, this was the other like main event of Osaka, I guess. I can't even call it a hike out of town. So this was like an hour and a half out of town to like, I don't know, one of the directions. This place I'm showing off is only like at the very tippy top of Osaka. You can leave town again and you can go to Mino Falls, which is a very nice touristy spot. It is touristy, but there aren't that many people there because I guess you got to walk for an hour, and many people sort of hate that. So there's a big waterfall. There's a rainbow in front of it, so you know it's pretty safe and cool. I enjoyed it. It was a nice walk up. It was a good way to get out of the city. Did I take other photos? Maybe. Let's see. Here's one. So I'll shrink that on down. That's a bit of a, like, love. Hell yeah. It's, like, as much fun as I have, like, shopping and buying things. It's always nice to, like, get out as well and do other stuff. So that's a, like, expanded view. There's a big old bridge. I'm freaking it in the corner there. Look at that. I think there's too much on screen, probably. So, this was very fun. I enjoyed it. It was a nice walk out. It was a nice walk back. Not much else to say. It was good stuff. Agreed. Love nature, not a hiker in the traditional sense. You know what? I think I agree. I think I agree. Hours and hours out. I don't know. I didn't have the appropriate footwear, I guess. I didn't want to load that into my, like, suitcase. Sorry, having some water. And it's a good thing I didn't. Because, my goodness, did I cram that suitcase on the way home. I think my computer's having a bit of a struggle with how many photos are stacked up on the screen. So let's try and see if we can... That's a lot. Actually. Let's see if we can get rid of them all at the same time. Yeah, let's delete that. And we will... 25 photos. So, you know, my computer is not very strong. But that was a very good use of my time, honestly. It was a very nice, relaxing day. And that Mino area is not only beautiful, but it's a place not many people go. So the shops are good, like, as well. Because even though I like to... Let's get this on screen. This is when I ended up in Kyoto. So, as I said, when I cross a nice bridge, if there isn't a troll protecting it with his Riddles 3, I like to take a nice photo of the area that I'm in. I don't even know if that looks good on the screen, honestly. Extra compressed, extra crunchy for viewing pleasure. But after Osaka, I went to Kyoto because they are right next to each other. In our region of the US, we have a mountain range that people will hike that's like 3,500 kilometers, not this girl. That's a long walk. Sometimes like 10-kilometer hikes take like 3 hours. I do not know how a 3,500 kilometer hike would go. I'm not going to try and pronounce that word, but I know that word. Isn't that the one where it's like, if you hear the sound of a baby crying, don't stop, because that's like cougars or something, and they'll eat you? Am I making that up? I do not... Yes, okay. Yeah. Alright. Just as usual, like, if you hear children in distress, just move on. Just move on. I've heard it myself. That is one of the scariest things I've ever heard in my life. How can that be true? That's nasty. That's awful. Creepiest? Damn. So, I made my way down to Kyoto and I had a good time. I did not really get too far out of town on this one. What do you mean? Cougars are nearby? God, I hope so. It's a nasty noise. Those internet ads tell me that there are hot cougars in my area, 1 kilometer or less. Wow. Not many, but yeah. I hope I do not see that ever. I need to understand. So, this was unintentional, this image. But I stayed in a particular, like, little hotel, I guess. And it was down the street from this. Unfortunately, I did not stay here because it was like $600 a night. But I accidentally passed the original Nintendo building. It's a hotel now. It's a bit of a fancy hotel with a bit of a Nintendo, like, history lesson inside it. But... But, like, it was very interesting to pass, and many other people noticeably like older people as well were taking photos of it. I didn't like when you go to where it is in a very unassuming spot. Hello, I'm a chicken. Can I request a song? No. We do not need to play like to talk about my trip with like Toxic by Britney Spears in the background. There's no swearing. It's not really something I do where I play like, and also because I like to have these archived and uploaded. Having copyrighted music in the background can really mess with that. And so as such, it's not really something I do. It is nothing against you. You're a beautiful person. I'm a chicken. It's not. That's okay. But copyrighted music is not really something I play in the background while honestly, I do like royalty free music sometimes. I was too lazy to do it today. But no one's complained. And so I'm not changing it. Snow milk tea. Hold on, everybody. I do still have a cold. Snow milk tea. Lovely person. This is like, it sounds bad, but trust me, this is an advertisement where I personally believe the best part of Snow Milk Tea's streams is when you go in and she is much too focused on what's happening in the game she's playing, like War Thunder or something, and she will not read the chat. She will not notice that you're there, but like she is just so focused. She's so into it. And personally, I think it's very funny. I think it's very entertaining, just like how into it she gets. And Natsuki is here as well. How do you do? I'm sick. I'm unwell, but I am covering it up so that I can do a little stream. It's been a while since I've shown up. Well, it's been a while since I've been here, so you know, there's nothing to apologize for. Sorry, don't be sorry. I love it. Do you cause chaos in her streams? Absolutely not. I'm just there for the ride. Glad you're back. Thank you, Dan. You didn't have to do that, but I'm glad you did. What a pal. I see. Yeah, I've been away. I'm talking about, as you can see in the title, Mr. Worldwide. I'm talking about my trip to Japan, where I've been for the last month. I can't say the same, dang. And now I'm back. And I'm here to talk about, I lived to tell the tale. What's another fun image? For meme purpose, I can't show that image. Because of something, I uploaded it to like Twitter. But alright, I'm gonna do it anyway. So this place I was staying, it had 2 baths. It had like an indoor and outdoor bath. I'm gonna upload there's literally nothing wrong. Like if you see it, you see it. If you don't, you don't. I thought it was a very funny joke, but no one even commented on it. So this is like the indoor bath, and I uploaded this particular photo and I said, wow, like this bathtub is so very nice to sit in. Cause like I was having a shower next to it. Yeah. Nobody said a thing. Nobody said a thing when I put it on Twitter. I thought it was so funny. I thought it was so damn funny. And no one said a single word. Because like, it's not in the photo. Off to the left, right? Off to the left is a shower. Because what you're supposed to do in Japan is you're supposed to have like the shower first, clean yourself up, and then you get to like sit in the bathtub and relax. And so I was showering and my hand like brushed the wall and I noticed it left a print and I was like, you know what I could do? You know, it'd be really funny. So I uploaded like this photo and I was like, oh, the shower here, like the bathtubs here is like really great. And nobody said a word. Nobody said a single thing. And honestly, to me, that makes it funnier. But it had like a bathtub inside and outside, and I thought it was great. It also had this in the hallway, and I thought that was nice as well. This is in just like the entrance hall. I thought it was pretty cool because I am a fan of it. So I had to take a photo of it to at least say that it was here. Very nice image. Hell yeah, card captor Sakura. I gotta have another drink of water. I'm making myself laugh too much. I thought I should be quieter, but you guys are just too funny. Honestly. I will lurk for a bit. You are allowed to do whatever you want. It is a miracle to have you here. Big appreciation. If you just want to listen in, if you want to be an active chatter, that is your choice. That is your freedom. Love to have all of you. So, you're allowed to do what you want. UA is one of my husbandos. This list gets longer every time I hear it, honestly. One of the main things I did in Kyoto, and I loved it because it opened up. I want to see Picky. Fair enough. One of the main things I did in Kyoto this time, because it just opened up and I was lucky enough to get a ticket, it was on a lottery system. I've known people that have failed to get in, but dude, I'm up to 40. It's so bad. Wow. You gotta have like a bachelorette sort of deal, you know, where they can duke it out and you'll see who the winner is at the end. I managed to get into the Nintendo Museum and I had a fantastic time. I would die. So, fun fact, even like the front door is fantastic. Because these toads, if you rub their little heads just like me, they start singing. And so that you are invited to take a photo, and then they like go up and they take a photo or a video of you like tapping on their heads as you run past, and they all do like a big toad harmony. I couldn't get a video of it that I could post up because, you know, I try not to film other people, but oh my god, it is something you gotta try. It's something you gotta go and do. Hopefully, as things go on, they open it up to more and more people, and they like take away the lottery system. Here's another good photo. This was just in like the cafeteria, I guess. They have a place where you can make like burgers and stuff. That's the food they got there. So if you're hungry in the area, you can look around and you will see all sorts of little things like this as well. So up in the corner, they had like the Animal Crossing present and balloon. I like it a lot. This was on the counter. Dan, what have you done to me? Environmental store. Oh, I'm in trouble. So this was on like the counter as well. Like the whole place was decorated. The Nintendo Museum is very worth going to if you like any single thing they have ever done. So he was on the counter as well, you know. Lots of stuff to see and do and have fun with. So unfortunately as well, so it's basically in two parts, well 3 parts. It's little details, not much, but it makes a big impact. True, that's what makes it just from like a fun little thing you go and see to something you talk about and share and want other people to do as well. So it's basically in 3 sections. The first section, you go up and it's basically like the museum. It is this gigantic open room. It's circular. You're not allowed to take any photos. But it's basically like if you start, I don't know, at 12 o'clock and go around clockwise, it is basically everything they've ever done, really. Anything that they've ever put out, they got like a big collection. They had like every console, they had like everything they've done before they made like video games. They got like all the toys and stuff, the playing cards, and they managed to collect it all into one space. Like all the consoles, they managed to track down like all the special editions and stuff. It is a sight to see, honestly. It's beautiful. It was very fun. And they even had like prototypes and stuff. They have like everything from like what? The 19 whatevers up to like modern day. It was fantastic. Not allowed to take photos of it. Downstairs was more interactive. that's where you would find things like this that I took a photo of. So this is what you go and do. Something you can do downstairs. They had these gigantic consoles. None of that is my name, so don't worry. I took photos of the people ahead of me because I'm a bad person. So they have these giant controllers. This image cannot convey the size of this. So imagine if I was standing in it, I would fit snugly between the like middle prong and the right one, like with the control stick and the buttons. Honestly, it's gigantic. And it's really difficult. It's very difficult to play. It's tough. The Z button is on the floor. You kick it with your foot like a bass pedal on a drum. So I tried to do, remember watching people play, it's so funny. Yeah, I tried to do like Mario 64. I tried to do the like so long gay Bowser, like spin him around and throw him off. I failed. I looked very silly. I took another like couple photos as well of some of the other consoles you could play. They had like the shooting gallery with like the super scope. They had like a batting cage with like an old bat and ball they used to make. Sounds impossible by itself. They had like giant Wii remotes as well that you could pick up and play. And that was pretty much like, if you stand those up, they are pretty much like from floor to like your chest. Honestly, it was awesome. And then, of course, because I love this console very much, I had to go and try like the Super Nintendo as well. What they also had, and you can see it on the left-hand side of this photo, is they had a gigantic like Wii balance board as well. That was amazing. You needed like 2 people to operate that. They did not cut corners with engineering, no. And so I played like Mario World with the giant Super Nintendo controller, and I also failed. I did not get past the first level. Let me tell you, it is much easier. It is much easier when the controller is the size of your hand. That is just my verdict. I had a balance board. We all had a balance board. Everybody has good memories of standing on the balance board and it calling you obese. It called everyone obese. It did not matter what size or shape or how old you were. That balance board was like a fat shamer. It called everyone like super fat all the time. That's all I remember from it. It's so true. Did they bolt the controllers well enough to stop you taking one home? Yes and no, my fine feathered friend. So that was like the second area where you could go and play a bunch of stuff. And then of course the third area was the shop. And here is one of the things I managed to smuggle out of the country. I can still hear the obese. They had a shop, and this is something I managed to smuggle out of the country. It's a Wii Remote body pillow, and it's fantastic. It is very large. I had to get one of them. I've lost control of this image. Here it is. It's like, that is it, like spread out on a couch. All I will say, my friends, thank the Lord for vacuum seal bags. Does it have a reverse side? Yes, it has the B button on the back. Vacuum seal bags saved my life. At the end of the trip, I bought some vacuum seal bags. All my clothes, this Wii remote, like soft toys and stuff, like gifts for people, sucked on up into that vacuum seal. Thank God. I would like to say that the last place I stayed just had a vacuum in the cupboard, because whoever the cleaning crew was too lazy to like bring it and take it home each time. So they left it at the place. So the vacuum seal bags saved my life. Basically gave me an entire new bag. Suck. Yes. It's great. They had pillows of like everything. They had the Wii remote, they had the NES and Super Nintendo remotes. They had a Nintendo 64 controller pillow. It was very weirdly shaped. You could definitely put like the side hose in like each corner of that pillow. Maybe I'll give you that Darky in the mod. Yes, please. I've got other things to show off later. If you are willing to stay around, there is a hand cam section later where I show off some of the garbage I have purchased. It's going to be a hoot and a holler, so this is not just photos, my friends. What is this? What am I looking at? Okay. Oh, also outside the Nintendo Museum, like everything is themed. Everything is themed. So here's like the vending machine. If you've played the new Kirby game, they went all out and it paid off. So I think you can guess what this is. They had the vending machine Kirby straight out of the game, like fully functional. One thing I will say about the vending machines, I don't think it's like that here. Watch out. Because they have all these very nice drinks, both hot and cold. And then every single vending machine on the street, every single one has like corn soup in it, or like bean soup, or sometimes even soup stock that you could like buy and take home in your cooking. Do not be tricked. Do not be fooled. Do not accidentally buy the corn soup if you just want like a hot chocolate or something. Because like that would be a most terrible end. Here's another one of those manhole covers. This one was like at the Nintendo Museum. Corn soup is nice. It's not what I want when I'm at the vending machine. So just as an example, so like Sailor Moon was not the only one with the man. Oh god, I lost the photo. Here it is. There's this Pikachu one, or just straight up Nintendo. So this was at the museum as well. These are everywhere to get you to go places. I think the only one I've seen naturally is like a Ho-Oh one in Arashiyama, Kyoto. So cute. I liked it. And even like at the lockers, like there's, you know, the bag check. Every single one of these little locker tags was like a Game Boy. And they had all different colors and stuff. I thought it was amazing. Just the effort. I love effort. Even though, as you can see, as you stare at me, I have never put like any effort into anything in my life. And that continues to be true to this day. I love seeing effort put into things I enjoy. So Nintendo Museum, boys, pour one out for a thing I could not do. So I've been to Kyoto a few times. I've been to Japan a few times. One thing I never have done is I never went to the Kyoto Animation building, to the little shop they have there. It's not impressive, but you can go. It's sort of out of the way. And I thought this was the time. I thought this was it. I want to go. Unfortunately, it is now permanently closed due to like the incident that happened a few years ago. Having some water. So we cannot visit there anymore. Most unfortunately. Sad. The amount of effort to put no effort. So that's something I should have done in the past, but I did not. As such, we move on. Here's some food pictures again. I ate this and it was really nice. Again, Texas Roadhouse size. Let's shrink that down. Enhance. Just the sort of food you can get while you're like out and about, you know? I spent a day in Nagoya like looking at shops and stuff. And there was this little thing. So that was like a soup at the top. It was basic. I don't know. What would you call it here? It was like not a shepherd's pie or anything, but it was very nice. Like, and the food is just so cheap. So it's always fun. We love eating. Here's a photo from Kyoto as well, just to prove that I went to like the fancy areas. I hate. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, very bad. It's trying to get me to like touch every single photo at the same time. No, 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 no. So what's it like, the Gion area, where like all the fancy stuff is, all the like the period style buildings and such. all the old-timey stuff. So I took that photo. So a skill I have developed, a skill that has come in very much handy in my time doing these sorts of things. I am very good at whipping out my phone while I'm moving, taking a very fast photo that looks like this, that is not like blurry or anything, and like keep continuing on moving. I do not want to be stuck in the crowd. I do not want to be stuck with the other people taking photos. I just want to get in and get out. If you could probably piece together what I look like from the fact tourist maxing, absolutely. Skills, thank you. I am in the background of at least 18,000 Instagram women's photos because I do not care. I gave you time to take a photo. If you want to take 16, I am walking past. You can eat me, dude. You had your chance. Don't get greedy. So as such, I'm probably in the background of so many people's photos globally. I don't care if they consider me rude. They are rude. Take your nice photo and move on. Get a grip. Not going through that effort? True. I mean, like, it's a nice area. It's worth going to. But I hate crowds, so... And that was something I had to tell myself a bit. Like when I would come home and I'd be like, listen, that was good. You had a good time. That was a good area. You just do not like crowds. You didn't have a bad time. You just got stuck in a crowd and you do not like crowds. So do not use that to judge them. I'm going to put this photo on the screen. Guess what? Guess who went back to his old flame conveyor belt sushi? It was me. I accidentally found like a really fancy one. Like, not in price, but like just in quality, like Zam. Usually these are the sorts of places where you just sit down and order order on an iPad. But look at this one I found. I had to take a photo of, I had to get out of the booth and take a photo because I accidentally found like a Ultra HD 4K conveyor belt sushi booth. You can see in the corner some bags, some gifts that I bought, but like whatever, it's worth it. Look at this, like ultra wide screen. That is not usually how it is. I will give you advice. Never go to Buc-ee's if you go to the US. Did we have this discussion already? No, I don't recall. I would love to hear your full explanation. So usually, like, behind that sort of sink sort of thing, there's just like a little iPad, and that's how you can like order food. But this one had like a full display. Like, your whole family could be like jamming on this thing at the same time. As a Buc-ee's lover, I'm interested. What is wrong with the Buc-ee's in the local area? It is extremely crowded and insane. I see. Here's some other stuff I bought. Not bought, ate. I mean, I did have to purchase it, but I did eat it. It did not come home with me. It was hell for me. Oh my goodness. Look at these pancakes. I liked them. Strawberry. If you have not gathered by now, I've not met a single Buc-ee's hater IRL. So fair, it is so crowded. I see. Went to 3-in-1 trip. Was this also Thailand? I like strawberry flavored things. I enjoy strawberry flavors. I think they're very nice. No US. I see. I also ate this. This is a different day, but like, look at this, man. Kakigori, shaved ice. Again, I got a strawberry one because I am the most predictable man you will ever meet in your life. I lost the photo. Ichigo, 100%. It's beautiful. This photo does not do it justice. This was gigantic. Like that. This was as big as my head. Did I eat it all? Yes. Would I eat it all again? Yes. It was fantastic. I loved it. And it's just ice. And I got to see them make it too. I got to see them put the big like ice block in and like shave it up. It was awesome. Big recommend. I wouldn't be able to do 3 spoonfuls. You'd think that, wouldn't you? You'd think that, but your heart, your mind, your soul are all very much. They get into it. You get into the spirit when you go. You know, like it's on. It's happening. Look at this. So I do not do claw machines very much. I do not do prizes very much because I'm actually very bad at them. But look at this. I passed by these and I was like, I can't just let these go. I can't just pretend this doesn't exist. That I saw in a machine. Just a bunch of like rabbits in underwear, man. What is this? You could win one. But dude, I swear to God, the machines were not playing. Like sometimes you would like set it up just right. You would pull the claw down and it would just like tickle whatever you were trying to get and like not even do it. Have some water. Hello to your G-string bunnies. Yes. So tag yourselves. Tell me which one you are, I guess. That was good water. Thank you. Never thought I'd type those words. The future is fantastic. There is always something going on. There is always something new. The yellow undies one speaks to me. Nice. But something else, something I actually won. Thank God. It took me too much effort. I'm the one in the top left corner where you can only see its butt. Noted. This is what I actually went for. Again, not beating the Dragon Quest guy allegations. The Dragon Quest clock. I want a clock. It functions. I haven't put it on the wall yet, but I want a clock. And you can see it later, maybe, when we do the hand cam portion of the stream. But that took a lot of effort. I'm gonna put something on the screen. Here's a good one. On the way back as well, this is another example. So after this, I went back up to Tokyo. This is another example of my very like quick photography. This is out of the bullet train window. I love the bullet train very much. This is Mount Fuji. He decided to show up for this trip. I made some hot cocoa. Anyone else want some? Me. Absolutely me. I'm gonna leave you with this image for a bit. I need a toilet break, my friends. We've drunk a lot. This water bottle is very big. I'm gonna be back in a sec, and you can appreciate how gigantic Mount Fuji is while I leave and come back. So I'll be back in a second. Don't you go anywhere. That photo's so pretty. Thank you. I took it straight out of like the train window as we were going like 300 kilometers an hour. So it's an achievement for me. I'll be back in a second. Don't insult me too much. I will read it back later. All right. Bye. Don't miss me too much. I know I've just been gone for a month. I'll be gone for 5 minutes more. Bye-bye. I'm back. I came back. How we doing? What did I miss? Alright. I'm freaking out a little bit here in the corner. I'm gonna delete the... I'm gonna get rid of all the other photos from before. Because there's too much on my screen because my little computer can't handle it. So we saw Mount Fuji. There it is. We all saw it. Nothing. I see. I was very proud of that photo. I was very proud of the fact that Mount Fuji decided to show up at all. Apparently it's visible about 100 days out of the year due to like poor weather conditions. Almost have it lined up with the background. Ooh. How's that? How does that look? It doesn't really match on like the left and right side. Like I've got it here on the left. Nice. And then what if we... Ooh. Hold up. I can... Oh, now we got to do it. Good enough to count. How's that one? That's almost there. Ooh. The things we do to entertain ourselves. XP Mountain. Hell yeah. Agumi, hello. Oh gee, this shortcut is my nick. Guess what? Never should have come here. Check that out. Agumi has not started yet, but you can get ahead of the curve, ahead of the crowd, and you can follow her right now. We've been talking about my trip, and we're getting to the part... I'm just gonna throw this up. Oh man, there's this photo I want to show. It's so fun. Oh, wait. I forgot this one. For the food enjoyers. I threw this up online as a, like, me and who doing the 550 Australian dollar made for 20 to 25 people ultimate party parfait. You know how, I'm sure you've all seen it, sometimes in like Japanese restaurants they have like the fake food out front. They make like the little plastic models of the food to show you what you're going to get. They have one of these out the front. It is gigantic. So quite frankly, to speak freely, I'm putting together a team. And I would like to know who is interested, who would like to go back and demolish this. I would like to be considered. I'm making a list. I'm checking it twice. This is where boys become men. I would? Hell yeah. I think we could do it. 20 people? I think we could do it with 5, honestly. But the more the merrier. I'm planning on going to Japan in a few years. Highly recommended. I hope if this restaurant is still here, this parfait like cafe, I will send you the location and you can go there. Oh my goodness. I forgot to food post about like my favorite place to eat in Osaka as well. Where is it? Where are the photos? Kushikatsu. Where they just, it's basically like a light frying of just whatever you want. Whatever you wish. And so I got a bunch of stuff. I'm the sort of man who makes a nice plate once. I don't really go back for seconds. This plate is amazing for me because you got in the top, there's like lotus root, the county fair. I believe there's onion, there's like sausage I got for fun. You can get meat. What sets this one apart from the rest in my eyes is that it does garlic bread, which is what you can see down the bottom, which is beautiful. I love this one very much. And every time I go to Osaka, which I say that like I go all the time, I do not. But if I am ever there, I make sure to destroy this place, honestly. I told him as I left that it was the best in Japan, and he said thank you very much. I've got this photo that I sent someone. I'm gonna put this up on the screen. Just because I love it. I love this image of this bag I saw. Fellas. I like this bag a lot. I like this bag very much. I'll get rid of it, but that if you see me around town, that's what I'm carrying my things in, honestly. Slams credit card on it. It's like when I was in Kyoto and I saw a building, a lot of the buildings have names, and I saw the Fukuyoshi building, and I was like, what did Yoshi even do to you? You know? And then, so we're getting towards the tail end of the trip here. After we came back to Tokyo, I'm saying we. I always love saying we so much. Because I always include you in it. People have called me out on that before. They're like, excuse me, you're saying we. And I'm like, yeah. I went straight on back down to Disneyland. And this got some people jealous. This got some people excited. Tokyo Disneyland. Tokyo Disneyland. Definitely worth a visit. Disneyland. Disney Sea. Get your butt there. It's very fun. It's much... I've never been to America. I'm sorry. I've never been to America or American Disneyland, but I've been to Tokyo Disneyland. From what I can gather, the two main differences... I threatened you over posting these pictures. Main differences. Way cheaper. But from what I can gather, the lines are longer. Much longer. Because I think... I've heard an American person say... Well, you guys can tell me, because I think you guys have been more than I ever have, which is 0. But I've once heard an American person say, like, they gave up on a ride because the line length was 40 minutes. And so I would just like to know if that's a standard time, if that's a long time to wait for a ride in America, because in Japan, that is very standard. That could, like... 20 minutes is pretty average, but on a ride that people want to really get on, 40 minutes is short, I understand. 30 to 90, I see. It is not uncommon for the most popular rides to be between 2 and 3 hours at the most. When I went, it was around 1 to 3 hours. Okay. I guess that person was just an idiot. We pay extra for FastPass. Yeah, you can do that here too. But for an example, there's the castle, and there's 2 people that walked in front of my perfect shot just as I was about to take it. That's beautiful. So for example, it is much cheaper. So a ticket to get in, depending on the day, is like 6,000 to 9,000 yen, which is like, I suppose right now it's like 40 to 55 USD, just not a seasoned Disney goer. I see. If I went to America, I wouldn't go to a theme park. I'd go to Costco. We're getting the hot dogs. We have Costco here, so I guess that puts Australia on your list as well. If it's like shorter distance, which I absolutely know it is not. There are a lot of theme parks that aren't Disney. That's true. That is true. But I went to Disneyland and I had a good time. One of the main draws is the stuff that I suppose isn't in the other parks. So they've got like a whole Beauty and the Beast village. The inside of this one. I want to go to Costco so bad. We have them in the UK. They're tiny. We've got them here. We've got a few and they are quite good. So they have a whole like Beauty and the Beast castle as well. And there's a big old ride inside and it's beautiful. Horrible news. I was going to go get sushi because you tempted me, but now it's raining cats and dogs. I would never bow down to the mouse. Hell yeah. Well, fun fact, if you want to get technical, uh, you can have the people in the photo removed. I removed my ex from my wedding photos. Damn. That's a big thing to like remove from. It's just you on the altar by yourself, and you're like, oh, I just felt like doing a photo shoot. One time I did go, I was like 9 when I just got okay. Not that big of a Disney girly, but I would sell my soul to go to Beauty and the Beast Village. Me too. Like I'm not the biggest Disney adult, but I just it's a fun thing to do. That's what bridal photos are. Oh man. It's a fun place to be. I thoroughly enjoyed it. You can have a good time. And then in Japan, like, you've got stuff like this too. You can buy food and it looks like this. So there you go. Like, that's the old Baymax curry. Love it. And it's cheap. I think the draw is that, yeah, much cheaper than America. But yes, if anyone would rather have a Costco date, I suppose that can be arranged. Sweet boy. And you get him. You just dig straight into him. And because they are two completely different parks, like the cute bentos, the next day I went to Disney Sea. So there's Disneyland, there's Disney Sea. Disney Sea is like a completely its own park. Oh, I was going to say as well, on a technicality, if you don't want to support the mouse directly, I guess, Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea are actually owned by a company called Oriental Land Company, and they simply license the Disney stuff from Disney, and it's their theme park that they own. It's basically the same, but if you want to get very technical and justify things to yourself, there you go. But yeah, Disney Sea has like this whole section, which is like 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. That's my favorite part in the park. I like it a lot. I'm doing that? Hell yeah. They had a whole new section based on like Frozen and Tangled and stuff. So that was very nice. I think I took... Is it this photo? Yeah. I love my gigantic photos. I love my gigantic photos. So that's like a whole Frozen thing. Naturally, the Frozen ride had a lot more effort put in because that's where the 5-year-old girls want to go. It had like dips and stuff in it. Like just very, very little ones. And I was like, man, those kids are going to get messed up. Animatronics are amazing? Yes. Just had some water, sorry. Much better from what I can gather in America. Who knows? I guess they had a lot of time to put it together. The Tangled ride, definitely a lot less effort because I guess that's not where the little girls want to go. I mean, you don't see the girls dressed up as like Rapunzel or anything. Want to go on that ride? It's on the bucket list. It's very good. All the rides are in Japanese. All the rides are in Japanese. So the songs and stuff as well. I think that's just like, this is the mainland. Oop, lost my photo. There's a big volcano that goes off like every hour or so. And like fire shoots out of it. I think in the side of the volcano, that's like the Journey to the Center of the Earth ride, and you come out at like maximum speed. Scares the pants off of everyone. I did not do that. Need to relearn anyway. Hell yeah. There's a pirate ship you can go on, and there's like cannons you can pull the string, and it's like a 50-50 chance that it'll make like a big sound, like a cannon firing, or if it'll just fizzle out. And I pulled the string and it made the cannon sound, and I scared the crap out of some like random woman that was walking past. I'm so sorry, Japanese lady that I will never meet again. You have my apologies. What else is there? Oh, I'm throwing this one up for posterity. God bless. Two very important things in this image of the Aladdin land. Time to film the apology video. It's time for the ukulele to come out. So, very important parts of Aladdin land over here. Again, sorry to all the random people I've put in my photos. On the left, the Magic Lamp Theatre, which has been temporarily closed for 5 years. God bless. And on the right, the 2-story carousel, where I got on and absolutely worked the pole, to the dismay of many, many others. Man. What else is cool? What else is cool that I saw? Oh, we can have this photo. When I got back out, we had... That's Tokyo Skytree. Iconic behavior, yeah. Fun fact, I can never go back to Disneyland again. Worth it. That's the Tokyo Skytree. I mentioned Tokyo Tower before. And you have to pay to go up. This one you can go up for free. And guess what? I didn't do it. Because heights still scare me. They scared me a month ago. They scare me today. And so as such, I did not go up the big tower. Shocking. But it's true. I believe I took one at night time as well. Oh, I'm trying not to have my voice break up. I think I'm doing a really good job pretending I'm not unwell, but we get by. This is it at nighttime. It lights up. Did you already show off the games? No, that's coming in the second section. So, you didn't miss anything, my fine feathered friend. That's it at nighttime. It lights up. It's nice. What else can I show? What else can I show? Let's do some food posting again. Look at this giant... I'm skipping a bit, but look at this giant, like, katsu curry that I got at the airport on the way out. This was like $14 Australians. This was like $8 US. This was huge. So sorry, but a headache's hit me pretty hard. Got to head out. Glad you're back. Glad to have you. Big love. Rest up. I'll be back. I'm back like tomorrow probably. I think it's a public holiday tomorrow. But I'll be back to a normal schedule from next week. So I'm here. If you're around, I'm around, you know? So get some rest. Come back whenever. I like food a lot, man. I did some themed stuff as we left. Again, I'm saying we like you were there. Like, we were all together. But I went to the Square Enix cafe because it's closing down forever. Hell yeah. The sign of any good business. They were doing a collaboration with Nia. So I got this whack Nia curry. Oh no, the omurice. I do that all the time. Feathered? Hell yeah. And what else did it come with? Oh, I had a bit of like a Square Enix day. It was rad. I went out. There was the Square Enix cafe. There was... Wait, Yukibo, are you still here? Report in if you're still here. I have one thing to show you before you go. If you are... Oh my god. Did I just open emails? Thank god I didn't. Hell yeah. If you are still here, report in. I have one more good thing to show you. Alright. So we went... Again, we. Like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I think it's nice. This, another Square Enix, like, cafe that was mostly for, like, dessert. So look at this. It was rad. You and I went there, you know? We did it. You and I. Me and you. It was awesome. Look at that. Like, chocobo pancakes. I liked it. Strawberry and stuff. There was a couple next to me. A disgraceful couple. In which they clearly... We all went like a big field trip. Hell yeah. There was a disgraceful couple where it was clearly the girl's idea to go because she went along. She ordered something. The boyfriend did not. And he basically just like watched her eat and then they left. I was like, join in. You're having fun, man. You're on a date. Like, come on. Don't be a weenie boy. It's not lame to like pancakes and stuff. I got this drink as well. Oh god, it's happening. Close that. My emails are trying to open as we do this. No. Shut that down. Huge weenie boy behavior? Absolutely. Eat your pancakes and shut up. I also got this drink. It was nice. And then one of the last places I went, this was on a different day. I went to like Luida's Bar, which is like the Dragon Quest like restaurant. Oh, my computer's absolutely freaking it because I think there's too many photos on screen again. Adorable glass. You could buy those if you wanted, but I did not trust myself to bring it home. So I did not. I'm going to leave this on screen and I'm going to get rid of all the rest. Oh my god, the emails are trying to come back. Microsoft Outlook can eat me, dude. Get out. There we go. Alright. That was a nice bun. That was just like a pork bun. The absolute standard that you would expect. Also got drooling so much. It was awesome. This curry as well. That had like the muddy hand enemy in it. And that bread that the hand was made out of was like fantastic. That was more like an Indian curry than like a Japanese curry. And it was good. I liked it a lot. Fun fact, go eat Indian food when you're in Japan. There's a surprising amount of it and it's very good. It's made well. Never had curry actually. Damn, you're missing out, girly. You gotta pop on down and make some. Get some. And then there was also this like desserty thing as well. I saw it and I was like, I'll try that. I like making curry, hell yeah. It's surprisingly easy. This is like all raspberry flavored. It was dope. And then on the wall they had like a signed image from your boy Yuji Horii. Powerful? Hell yeah. This is how the man who made the whole series draws his slime. Bang. With the whole term life is role playing up above. You gotta love it. A powerful image. And that's just hanging up. It was awesome. He's like the last one left alive. So I guess they had to get him to do it. Crazy how much Toriyama carried the art of the game. Yeah, I have like the full art book. And they say they handed off drawings like that to him. They're like, oh man, hopefully he can fix it up. And then they got back what like he handed back and they're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is much better than what we thought we were going to get. Because they wanted something more serious, but he handed them back like stuff like that. And they're like, oh yeah, this'll work. Oh yeah. Oh, look at these. I got these from the Nintendo Museum. They were like little blind boxes. I just have these because I took the photo when I came home, so they're last on the list. So they sold like blind boxes of like key rings and stuff, and I managed to get these ones. There were some stinkers in there, but I think I got a good one. Does anyone want a Wii U keychain? Because I think that's hilarious. Like the Wii U, the SNES, the Rock Pikmin was in there. Game Boy Advance, 64 controller. I love that stuff. I want the Wii U keychain. God bless the Wii U. The Wii U, I don't know, limped so that the Switch could run. I want the Rock Pikmin, not to toss it at anyone's head if you were gonna ask. I'm sorry, it's very small and plastic. It's not like a real Rock Pikmin. But I found these as well. And I was very proud to bring them back. Sorry to Yukibo who went to bed. I should have posted these before. I managed to find the whole like Sailor Moon set, which is awesome. The Pikmin is cute. I found the entire book set. Like, there's 12 of them and there's 2 bonus ones. And there's some sussy art at the back. Look at that. Very nice. So I managed to like find these. I love bookshops, man, because they package stuff like this all together and you can just find it and you can bring it home and it's fun to read. So that was a good find for me. Big enjoy. And with that, I think we've gone through most of the images. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that wild? Which means I guess part 1 is done. The complete Sailor Moon set. Yeah, it complements the complete Cardcaptor Sakura set I got last time. I'm drinking that water. I'm staying fresh. Now, that brings us... Part 1 has ended. Part 1 of the show has ended. Envy, just head on over. They have them in like every shop. Books will never become hard to find. They always have them in the bookshops. They are always like $10, $20 for a whole set because they want to get rid of them. They package them up and they're like, get this gone. So, that brings us to part 2 of the evening. Or morning for me. I hope my camera hasn't moved because I had it set up a while ago. So, trip photos are done, which means we are now coming on to the show and tell section. So if you've been waiting, it is your time. Let's hope if only that was the case here. Yeah. Manga in Australia is so whack. It's like $15 a book. I'm not buying that. I'm paying $15 for the set. Even if you buy it book by book, like it's very cheap. It's like $3 or $4 like max. Like you could not pay more than like 700 yen. And if there's like series they have a lot of that they want to get rid of, like say Spy Family was a big one. They were there for like 100 yen each because there was just too much. They had too much stock and they were like, this has gotta go. And when people are done reading, they just sell it back. So awesome stuff. That's how it is here too. I would not want to pay 15 USD for one manga volume. I think I would cry. So, hoping that this camera hasn't moved to show something untoward. It's facing the desk and the wall. I have no idea what could go wrong. Let's turn it on. Oh, it's been here the whole time. And it's me. This has been here the whole time. My hands have been here the whole time. We've got a little bit of desk in the corner. We've got a little bit of like rack in the corner. Sorry about it. But here and now, hand. We can show off some stuff. Let's make it a little bigger so you guys can actually see. I have hands confirmed. Absolutely. Here they are. Ready to go. Big one of these. Big one of these. Let's do it. Let's get some stuff. So let's try and start with some stuff that's like, let's start with the less impressive stuff and work up. So what seems not that hot? You have nice hands. Goodness, that's not the first time I've heard this, but like still, dang. Let's, just before anything bad happens, let's mute that. I don't think anything bad's gonna happen. Thank you for the compliment. Let's try and get something. I've got everything like over on the floor. Oh my god, this chair. Okay. Let's start with... So this will be fun because like, nice hands, brother. Thank you. Thank you. I grew them myself. We'll start with some of the Game Boy Advance games I bought. I didn't buy like a crazy amount compared to the past. You guys will still probably be like, how the hell did you fit all this crap in? But, you know, we'll work up. We'll get special as we go on. So I'll start with this one. Just some cool stuff I found. Very standard. but I couldn't pass it up. So we'll start with this one. God bless the fact that like Game Boy Advance cardboard does not reflect. Kudo in this. I want to play this. This is a cool game. It's like, look at that. Someone sold it at one point for 1,260 yen. So this is what like all the boxes look like. They used to look like this as well in like English. So that's the game. They've all got like their little manuals and stuff. I love it. I love this stuff. When it's all like nice and cheap. I want to play this game. Have you guys ever played this game? It's fun. It's very fun. I think there's a GameCube one as well. It's awesome. It's difficult. It gets difficult at the end. So I wanted to pick this up. I wanted to try it out. Isn't that the game where you spin a stick? Hell yeah. You're basically like in the stick trying to make it around the obstacle course. I picked this one up. It's Mega Man 04. I don't actually like the Mega Man 0 games that much, but 4 is the only one like I didn't own in the box, so I decided to grab it. I paid more than I wanted. Japanese price for manga and games actually make me go insane. I will tell you some of the prices I paid for certain things, and you will lose your marbles. So we've got the game. Sometimes as well, you buy the game secondhand, and it's still in like the plastic wrap. I think the manual's still in the box. There it is. And you still get stuff like, look at this. You get like Club Nintendo. This is a feedback sheet. So if we wanted, we could fill this out. And we could send this back to Capcom and give us our thoughts on Mega Man 04. So what do you guys think? I love how the camera is like focused completely on my hands and not on the actual like writing or images I'm showing. That's beautiful. That's nasty work from the I need a better hand cam, honestly. I need one of those ones that like come from the top down, you know? Disgusting behavior from my camera right there. Mega Man's cool. Give me Monster Hunter Wilds for free. I think if I sent back in that card, they would be so impressed. That'll be $250 US. What, for this? Absolutely not. I have an Amazon link for one of those cams if you want. Could you DM it to me? Because I think that might be good to you. Fujo Sisters. My Yume Joshi brethren. I found this in a shop and I was like, I gotta pick this up. I gotta do it. It's Angelique. Angelique, depending on where you go. This is like, so this was originally on the Super Nintendo. Unfortunately, I was unable to attain the Super Nintendo version. This was the world's first Otome game. And I saw it and I was like, I gotta do it. Maybe we'll play it sometime. Kai, what is it, Agumi? Is there something you'd like to say? It's in great condition, man. I love this stuff. And look, there's so much story. There is so much just thrilling tale to this game. The art's good. Hell yeah. Who would you bang? Which boy is your boy? Maybe that one. I like how like my computer's making me go like really fast and really slow like on the camera. I love it. But I saw that and I was like, you know what? Some opportunities are too good to pass up. When one looks like Leon, let's look. I think either him or him is our closest to Leon S. Kennedy. You play as her, by the way. That's pretty cool. I miss when games came with little manuals and cute books. You and me both, brother. This one was a very rare find. You can see it's beat up. This is a very expensive game usually, but luckily I found it in the middle of nowhere and it was like worthless. So I had to. Metroid Fusion. Not quite the same impact as Angelique over here, but you know, Metroid Fusion is a very good game that I enjoy. And so I picked it on up. As you can see, this is like look at the quality of the box. Like, it's got a little bit going on the sides and stuff, but like, this is what the Japanese would consider like dead in the water. This is like filthy. This is worthless behavior right here. This is what they would consider gutter trash. Nobody wants it. Oh, so is that an ad for Metroid Prime? Dope. Oh, so, oh, and the original Metroid as well, because is that part of this? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, wait. I'm learning something. I'm learning something. If I'm reading this right, if we put in our disc for Metroid Prime, and if we put in our cartridge for Metroid Fusion, it will give us the original Metroid NES game on our TV. I'm learning. I'm learning very much. Just looked it up. American PAL Mega Man 04 complete in the box is going for over 200 USD. Going off memory, this was about 30 US dollars. This was 30 USD. So, there you go. That's what that cost me, and I probably paid too much. I paid more than I wanted to. And so we've got Metroid Fusion here. Very sick. Very slick. Paid more than I wanted to, but like I could not find it anywhere. And so when I did see it, I was like, oh heck, I better bring it home with me. You know, like when you see a stray cat. I'm allergic to cats. Yeah, no Angelique, but it'll do. This one was cool as well. This is the only Fire Emblem like I didn't really own. Sacred Stones I managed to find as well, and this was pretty cool. Again, this was going for like really cheap because as you can see, it's in filthy condition. It is beat up all the way. It is horrible. It is just sick nasty. No person in their right mind would ever be caught owning this or playing this. This is like a triple bag game. You got to wear like 2 paper bags over your head. Because it's just like, it's very ugly. There's an ad in here for my least favorite Fire Emblem that we played. I cannot believe that my camera is not focusing on anything. There we go. Not Radiant Dawn, Path of Radiance. What an absolute mess that playthrough was. I like the emphasis of saying US dollars because no one cares about Australian dollars. Australian dollars are like a meme currency. Like the Canadian dollar on steroids, man. That's a nice map. I love this stuff. Got the units. Very nice. So I personally believe that finding Sacred Stones was very nice. Because it's hard to find like Fire Emblems or like Earthbound games and stuff. Last Game Boy Advance game I picked up, I love this game. I had it as a boy, but I lost the cartridge. It's Wario Land 4. Wario Land 4, it was an excellent find. And look at this. There's a little present inside. I don't know where this cut on my knuckle came from. Don't think too hard about it. Wario Land 4 is a fantastic game. And look at this. This is what you can still find in the secondhand store. So when did this come out? Do we have a copyright date? 2001? Maybe not. I thought the Game Boy Advance came out in 2003. Maybe I'm wrong. Is literally any Fire Emblem unanimously considered good? Who knows? I'm going to venture to get sushi. Excited to watch the VOD back to see all your treasures? Feel free. So check this out. When you bought Wario Land 4, we get these stickers. Do you want Golden Poo Wario stickers? Yes, you do. Absolutely you do. And whoever owned this before me for 20 years did not use the Wario stickers. That is amazing to me. That is insane to me. So here they are, intact Wario Poo Poo stickers, right here, ready to go, in your neighborhood. And there's the manual as well. Echoes is the only good one, by the way, if I thought true. Echoes was very rude to me. I stopped playing that game because I lost a mission multiple times on several like 50-50 shots from the enemy in a row, and they all hit and I died, and it was obscene. So that's not too much quality stuff in there, but that's the Game Boy Advance games. Unused stickers? Yes, that is very common when you're buying Japanese games. I don't use stickers, love to collect stickers, must have thousands, very rarely use them. Well, you gotta figure out, like, where they go, you know? You gotta figure out where they're going. What's next? What's next? We'll throw this one out. This is the only 64 game I picked up on this trip, and you guys, oh my god, the wheel of the chair is like heat seeking for the goddamn stool that I have the camera on. Oh my god. This is the only 64 game I picked up on the trip, and you guys will see it and you'll be like, absolutely. I believe that 100%. It is Densha to Go 64. What you may believe is my favorite game. Only place you put it is on your laptop. Nice. I do not have like the boxed copy of this. And so I was like, oh baby, you're coming home with me. So we've got big old trains and stuff. Sick. I cannot believe this camera will never ever focus on what I want it to. Do you like the wall? Do you like the wall in the background? Do you think that's really nice? Do you like that? I hope you do, because that's what the camera wants to focus on. This, garbage. No one wants to see this. Filth. But I bought a box copy of Densha to Go 64 because that satisfies me. Maybe we'll play it again sometime. That was a beautiful sound. The plastic going back in the box. That was gorgeous. Oh my god, what now? Wheels going over the like the charger cable. Oh my god. The things we do for love. Let's see. What's next? I found... Oh, let's go over a couple Game Boy games. This was, like, lucky for me. I found this, and I had a good time. So, I got this just because it was dirt cheap. Not saying that, like, I wouldn't have bought it otherwise, but it's good stuff. We got Sakura Wars Game Boy. I did not get the Sakura Wars Game Boy, because it's very expensive, but I was like, hell yeah. I saw this, and I was like, you know what? Sick. What's this? Nice. Very cool. Damn, this manual feels like brand new. This is like a book. The Sakura Wars Game Boy. There is one. I do not own it. So don't expect me to show it off. Oh, we've got another. You want to write in what we think about Sakura Wars GB? There is a special edition Sakura Wars Game Boy. So consider that. There's a card captor Sakura one as well. And then we found this. We, as in me and you. Oh, like I keep doing it. It's so funny. I found, of course, Sailor Moon on the Game Boy. So that's pretty cool. Oh, one thing I absolutely love about these games, because I tried them out. One thing I love about these is that, so there's two difficulty modes, right? There's two difficulty modes. What are they? What are the difficulty modes you can choose from? Let's see if it's here. Can I choose from it? Or like, can I see? About starting up. So when you start the game, it asks you if you would like to play on boy difficulty, which is the hard mode, or girl difficulty, which is the easier mode. And I think that's really funny. Honestly, there's only two difficulties. There's boy mode and girl mode. You can decide which one you want. And here's the sequel. Sailor Moon R as well. This one's a little more beat up. I cannot believe that this camera is betraying me so much and not like showing anything. Oh, I'm neither. Zam. I guess you can't play. This one also features... Yes. Oh, yeah. It's on the back. Look. Right here. Can you see this? Camera! Play with me. Come on. It says like, which mode would you like? Come on. Do it. And there's like on nanoko mode and like otokonoko mode, like boy or girl. Do you want easy or hard mode? The manual's also not as thick, not as slick as the original game. They're neither. And look, the Game Boy games come in these like little holders as well. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Everything is packaged up like it was sold yesterday. Here, secondhand games look like they've been hit by a bomb, and the people selling them are like, I know what I got, you know? So that's the crap we have to deal with. So I didn't buy very many Game Boy games, and that's what I bought out of them. Something I'll show off quick. I'm really glad I found this, and I'm hoping that we can use this in the future, because apparently you can stream from it if you know what you're doing. It is the Vita TV. I would really like to use this in the future. It has the controller in it as well, which is insane to me. They sold this with a controller sometimes, and I managed to find it for the price where you would get it just that. And so apparently you can hook this up the same way you can hook up a PS3. It's like a couple extra steps, but you can stream from it. And I would really like to figure that out. I would like and hope that we could use it. You're an insane person. Yes, but not for this. I really hope we can use the Vita TV. Oh my goodness, it's Porsche Pig. Hello, hello, hello. You've caught us. You've caught us in the second half of the stream. So we've gone over all the trip photos. And now we're going over the crap that I bought. So if anyone does not know Porsche Pig, she is a wonderful, wonderful VTuber, a wonderful streamer, wonderful person that just does plenty of good stuff. Very entertaining. Will be a real pal to ya. Unfortunately, I have been avoiding her streams a little bit because she's been playing Mario and Luigi Brothership, which is a game I want to play but have not played yet. And so I've been avoiding those ones, unfortunately. How's your weekend? Do you miss Japan? I feel like I achieved everything I wanted to achieve and that it was a good time to come home. So we're showing off some of the crap that I acquired, including this Vita TV, which apparently you can stream off of. I enjoyed seeing your vacation pics on Twitter. Well, later on you can rewind this video back and you can see more of them, as we just spent about 2 hours talking about them. How was your stream? What were you doing today? I'm not sure if I caught the message beforehand of what you were doing. This is my hand, by the way. Sorry for anyone who hates the sinful flesh of man. But that's what I've got on the screen right now. So apparently you can stream off of these. You can connect this, obviously, to your TV. The Kaiji Rabbers, yeah. I'm going to try and use it. What is your favorite PS Vita game? What are we going to play with this? We're playing... Like, what's a good band game? We're playing Omega Labyrinth Z. I do own that. English version banned. Maybe we can play it. What else is a good game? There's a few banned games on the Vita, which is really funny. I was playing Pokemon Violet. Oh, is that still going? Hell yeah. Dramatical Murder Recode? Hell yeah. But we can use this. We can use this. You have not seen the last of the Vita TV. I will work it out. What's next? What's next? What's next? You know what? Let's do this. Let's do PS1. Dungeon Travelers. Yes! Yes! Dungeon Travelers 2 and Dungeon Travelers 2. I own those. We can play those. Hello, welcome in everyone from the raid. I'm sorry if I didn't mention everyone by name. There was a lot of you. I'm focusing hard. But if you want to come in and hang out, please feel free. I'm a little sick. I caught a cold when I came home. But you are welcome to stay. If you need to go elsewhere, that is your freedom. Feel free. Big love if you want to hang out. Let's go over PS1 games, okay? Okay. So we got some bangers in here, honestly. And I will reveal prices for some of these just so you guys can lose your mind. Quick break to blow my nose because, as I said, I am secretly like hiding a cold and I'm not so good at doing that. But let's see. All right, just a sec. Kelly wishing me the swiftest recovery. Thank you. You are an angel. We will will me back to power. So we're starting simple with the first one. Still so funny to me that was on the Vita, but it was too much for Steam. Dude, the Vita was a little machine. Oh, something I don't own for the Vita, but Ace keeps telling me to get. My good buddy Ace P. Caswell, if you don't know him. He keeps telling me to get Dead or Alive 5 on the Vita because it has a mode where you turn the Vita vertically and you fight first person. I really got to see that. I got to see that. So first, pretty standard, but I don't own it, so I want it. Dead or Alive. The first Dead or Alive game. Good fighting game. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, you know what? You know what? That sounds good. That sounds like a good thing to get. Ugh. And look at this. I love this. There's a big fold out sheet of all the inputs. So you can sit with this for your favorite characters and you can figure out how to do all the moves. To me, that is life itself. You do not have to pause the game anymore. And we've got the manual as well. Something I didn't bring along was my copy of Symphony of the Night, which has the obi stuck in the glass. And I can't figure out how to get it out. I need help. So let's get that away. Another good game I picked up for nice and cheap was Vampire Savior, or was it Darkstalkers? Good old Morrigan, Lilith, and the rest. We all love fighting games on like the PS1. There's a lot of them. They're good. Who's that in the back? Is that like Jeddah? Is that his name? I don't know. This is like a fancy edition of Darkstalkers apparently. I don't know what makes it better than the original version. What's this? Maybe it has all 3 versions of the game inside. I don't know. I haven't tried this out. I have not tried out every single thing that I've brought home from Japan yet, unfortunately. But we can always give it a whack sometime. Because I do now have the prequel to Vampire Survivors. I think so. There they are. Because there's Felicia. We love Felicia. We do have the technology now to capture my PS1 and PS2. So we will be putting that to use. Something I really love about Japanese PS1 games is they have the Japanese title on the side, and then on the other side, English. And they have the English title. Isn't that wild? So you can, if you're like me, you can display them on this side, and you'll know what the game is. It's beautiful. This was a good one. Just so you know, I think it's like we are legally required to own this if you own a PS1. We picked up Tokimeki Memoir, and of course, again, me and you. So this is what I meant by obi that PS1 games have. It's like this little cardboard piece that goes around the side. And so I have a copy of bilingual packaging. Yeah. I have a copy of Castlevania Symphony of the Night. It's beautiful. It's a fantastic game. It has like an art book. It has a soundtrack. And some sicko that had it in the shop decided to take the obi and like shifted it into the glass, so it is inside covering up the beautiful artwork. And I cannot figure out how to get it back, how to get in there and get it back out. So we've got Tokimeki Memorial. Maybe one day we'll play this. White Day's already come and gone, hasn't? No, it's not. It's coming up. And look, again, from when? From like 1996. Stickers, a sticker sheet. This is insane to me. There you go. I could put this. I am Toki Memo fan. Hell yeah, brother. Me too. Stickers to put on your memory card. It's beautiful. The manual, of course, explaining the game. Because there's a lot of game in Tokimeki Memorial. If anyone's ever played it, there's a lot to it. A lot to understand, a lot to get through. Maybe we'll try it sometime. Maybe we'll see if I'm as good with the ladies as we think. It's not every game has bilingual packaging, but you know, we make do. Another one I picked up because I just saw it. It was cheap. It was cool. I picked up a Slayers game because you see this and you're like, how could you not? Like, that's cool, man. Everyone loves Slayers. It's got like, what is it? FMVs. I think it's an RPG. Again, I haven't slapped this one in here because it's like the PS1, PS2 have like memory cards and stuff, so you need to, I don't know, you need to start from the start. I'm pretty sure it's an RPG, but this was enough to convince me. Slayers mentioned in 2025. It is not the last time, my friend. But yeah, it looks really fun. I don't know. Would anyone ever consider putting up with me if I started playing games every now and again in Japanese as like language study? All right, boys, we're getting into the real deal now. I'm gonna mention prices here because you're gonna lose your mind. You're gonna like, and again, we've got lots of stuff here, so. If you stay to the end, I will show you some insane things I picked up. You will poo your pants. And that is not an exaggeration. So, Xenogears is one I picked up. Xenogears. This one, I saw at least 4 times before I finally picked it up. And boy, am I glad I did. Because first time I saw this... Alright, so first time I saw this, it was 5,000 yen. About 30 USD. Second time I saw this, it was 2,000 yen. And I was like, okay, I still didn't buy it. Third time I saw this, it was 1,000 yen, which was about 6 USD. And I still said no for some reason. Fourth time I saw this game, in which I purchased it, it was 600 yen. Which is about 3 USD. And so that is what I have purchased a complete copy of Xenogears 4. And that's what shops are like. In Japan, you gotta see all of them. You have to see them all, experience them all, because they price individually. They price individually. They do not talk to each other. Prices are based on stock at the time and what they have. Sometimes they will get in too many copies of a game and they will just see, they'll say, I can't be bothered dealing with this. And they'll put it in like the $3 junk bin. Do you know how many $1 copies of Mario Party 3 I saw? That is a $400 game in in English. So this was, for me, 600 yen. And I am happy with that price. I'm very glad I did not pay 5,000 yen. 600 is much lower than 5,000. Golf rules, lower the better. So Xenogears. Love it. Alright. These next 2 games are good to me, but they're a bit of a meme purchase. I talked about this a little bit. Shadow Tower. You can barely see that it's Shadow Tower. I bought Shadow Tower from Software. I think they made some sort of Dark Souls game or something at some point. Maybe one of the spin-offs. I don't know. Very, very unknown indie developer. This manual is... This is a novella. This is like... And there's a lot of English around as well. Will I ever play Shadow Tower on stream? I've seen some people I know and love play Shadow Tower on stream, and they seem to really hate it. So I'm not sure if I'll do it, but it's here. From Software of Ever Grace fan. I think that's the one. I think that's the one. Shadow Tower. Very nice. And lastly, this one was for the homies. I think I can hear something rattling around. I think the disc came out. This was very difficult to find. This was the most difficult meme purchase I have ever made. It's Baroque. It's Baroque. I found this one other time in the PlayStation section, and then I pulled it out of the shelf, and it was in fact the Sega Saturn version. Alright, it is out. Whoops. And so I was devastated. Hold Baroque inside yourself. Yes. Ace will lose it? I hope so. I basically bought it for him. I basically bought it for him. Because PS1 games, on the whole, are basically worthless in Japan. You can buy most PS1 and PS2 games for about between 100 and 300 yen. And then when you get onto like the meme purchases, that's when things start getting a little more expensive. Milo is here. Hello. Drink some water. I can do that. I can do that. So that's the PS1 games I bought. Very worth it. I was happy with that. I'm pulling the trigger. What, on booking a trip? I think you should. Alright, well, speaking of pulling the trigger, you're gonna love this one, Agumi. This one's for you, baby. Let's go. This was one of my most impressive finds, I believe. It is Xenosaga 1 and 2. The weirdest port I've ever seen on the DS. I don't know why they made it. I don't know why they didn't include 3 at the time. But Xenosaga 1 and 2. Amazing. It's got everything. It's got the manual. It's got the game. I love it when they include the game, personally. Chaser, hey man. If you hate filthy, sinful flesh, I would recommend you leave now. But we're talking about my trip. We spent 2 hours showing photos, and now we're showing the silly, silly games that I purchased, including Xenosaga 1 and 2 on the DS. Here's some of the games I bought on PS1. How you doing, my friend? I can't believe, like, I don't know why they made this, but by God, I found it. I love eating flesh. Beautiful. And I don't know, maybe we'll have to try this sometime, because Lord knows, now thanks to the Vita TV, I can literally stream everything I own. I can actually stream absolutely everything. We have the power to stream 3DS and DS games straight from the console. And now we have the power to stream Vita as well. I am a madman. I achieved it all. We've got PS1, we've got PS2. We can do it. Somewhat on topic, if you hate filthy, sinful flesh, I'd recommend Osmos. So there's Xenosaga 1, 2. Now, game manuals are so sexy. I'm sad they're gone. Fellas. Alright. I went to Japan and I had 2 3DS games in my brain that I'd seen before, and I thought to myself, I gotta try it. I gotta find them. I gotta know what they're about. And you're gonna have to, it's like a departure from these two. You're gonna laugh at me, but I don't care. Like, I needed to know what the deal was. I needed to know, and so I have picked up, and maybe we'll play it sometime. Because again, like I said, we have that power. So first up, we have... I need to know what it's about. I need to know. I don't know if this is something you need to watch the anime for, or if this is something where like it'll explain the start of the series. It has a manual as well. I think this one has like receipts in it. It's beautiful. Even these have, is it 0 rated? It is rated, you got to be 12 or older to play this game. It is rated B. A is all ages, B is 12, I think C is 15, D is 17, and then you have Z. You know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Prismaelia. We'll try it sometime. And if this is a hell yeah for you, I'm going to give you an even bigger you know what hell yeah that I saw, and I was like, I have to know. I have to know. It is a departure from my character. It is a departure from what you know me for. But I saw this and I thought, I have to know. I have to know. What could possibly be going on with this and the 3DS? I had to know. So by all this game seems to actually have like gameplay and stuff. This one seems to be a bit more of a VN with a bit of gameplay in it. We gotta try it sometime. We gotta try it sometime. I'll let you know if it's good. This one has a manual as well. It's beautiful. I love manuals. They have given up in the West. In Australia, look, like this one is D, so this is people under 17 can't play it, which is like half of Twitch. Sorry, fellas, you can't watch this one. We'll try it sometime. We'll find out. We'll find out. But that is like, that's that section. Oh my god, these wheels. There are 3 things on the floor, and this chair wants to run over all of them. Let me take these away. Alright. I think next up... Alright, we're going to do this. We saw PS1. Let's see PS2. Alright. First up, I just want to emphasize as well. Alright, so I picked up a couple PS5 games as well, because they're much cheaper in Japan than Australia, and a lot of games nowadays, a lot of modern games have all the languages like included. My only experience is I had a friend in school who was gooning to it crazy style. Sorry? No, I'm really glad you shared that story with me. That was really worth hearing. I loved it. So I picked up some PS5 games just because they're like way cheaper. So just going through them quick. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2, this was less than half the price that it would cost me to buy in Australia. Same with this one, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. I love like Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3. I've always wanted to... I dropped Dragon Ball after GT. Nothing happens after GT. But again, this was like a third of the price it is in Australia. And something I also picked up for the boys, the latest Trails game. I love the Trails series. I always make sure to get Japanese versions of the latest Trails game because I never know when they're going to give up. I never know when they're going to give up translating. And so I can't take that risk. I have to bring it home with me. So, get those out of the way. Look at this. Look at this. This is an insane find to me. We're going to the Wii now. No way they'll stop. You'd think that, wouldn't you? I had to do this. This is rad. We have... Note how this is Mario Super Sluggers on the Wii. The English version. Someone had the English version that they sold. And I was like, brother, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Mario Baseball. Maybe we'll play Mario Baseball. Somehow, for almost a year and a half, I have dodged playing the Wii on stream. I've played like every other console. We have not played the Wii. And I've vowed that the first Wii game we will play is Castlevania Judgment because it's like, it's the best. But we gotta play Mario Super Sluggers as well. Let's show off some PS2 games. So I'm very proud to announce this current trilogy that I found. You guys are gonna love it. This is gonna be good for us. We'll actually be able to use this. So, check this out. Silent Hill 2, the original one. And fun fact, the original version in Japan did not come with the Born from a Wish DLC, or not DLC, but expansion, whereas this version does. Fun fact, Silent Hill 2, 3, and 4 on the PS2 all have full English. If you go into the options in the menu, you can change the entire game from Japanese to English. Everything, and the whole game plays. And you can basically play it like it's the English version. So, instead of paying hundreds, you can pay tens of dollars and get the full Silent Hill 2, 3, 4. Cool thing about Castlevania Judgment is they gave Shanoa her iconic babushka. I love the fact you can unlock her in that game by connecting your DS. Crazy. It is. So we've got the full Silent Hill 2. It's beautiful. Silent Hill 3 as well. Full English. If you want it to be. Now, personally, I enjoy this version of Silent Hill 4 that I picked up. Because I got it for dirt cheap. Because this is not the cover. This is not what the cover should be. I think someone's cat or someone's child like absolutely ripped into this. It's not supposed to be shredded, but I think it adds to the vibe of Silent Hill 4. I think it really it sets the scene. And so I got this for nothing because it's filth, apparently. But it really fits the vibe. So there we go. Silent 2, 3, 4. All in English. It's Silent Hill core. Absolutely. Most unfortunately, Silent Hill 1 on the PS1 is not in English. So they only did it for the PS2 ones for some reason. I picked this up because I love Dragon Quest 8. It's a beautiful cover. I don't actually have like this full box. So I was like, this is one that says everyone can play. This is all ages. So that's what that looks like. Dragon Quest 8, nothing to it. Beautiful game. If you know, you know. Because the first one I played of this was the 3DS version. And that's a very good version of the game. You got to decide if you want to play on PS2, do you want the orchestral music? Or if you want to play on the 3DS, do you want to marry Jessica? Because that's the main differences in my mind. I also found this, and I posted it on Twitter, but it's a Evangelion dating sim, I think. I have not tried it yet, but God, we can. It was like $3, and I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. So, it is what it is. Why would I say no? Anyway, the perfect game for White Day. You know what? I think it is. This one. Alright, so funny story. I didn't take the sticker off yet. Funny story. Tales of Legendia. This game is not that good. But I've bought it previously. I've bought it on a previous trip. Because again, it's like $2, whatever. I opened it up when I came home. And instead, there was like a Tales of Destiny disc in here, which is a good game, much better game, but it's not what I bought. It's not what I asked for. So getting Tales of Destiny, which I already own, instead of Tales of Legendia, was heartbreaking. So I purchased it again. It's actually there. Beautiful. Done. No more worries. No more crying. Alright, everybody. Speaking of crying, are you ready to cry about prices again? Come on up, because we've got another trilogy. It is Xenosaga. We talked about Xenogears. We talked about Xenosaga on the DS. Let's talk about actual Xenosaga on the PS2. This one, Xenosaga 1, was $2. Great game. I have like an undubbed disc that I have played. It's good. Xenosaga 2. Very divisive. People decide whether they like it or not. You know, people have a lot to say about it. This was $5. Both discs, all good. Manual's there. We can look through it if you like. Like, it is all there. It is all good. It is all ready to go. Perfect game for White Day, again. And we also have Xenosaga 3, which I have already been informed is worth hundreds in English. This was the most expensive PS2 game at 15 Australian dollars, so about 10 USD. But this is how Xenosaga finishes up. And again, we've got the whole manual, got the whole squad laughing. It's here. It's all here. I gotta make sure I gotta get like the pictures right as well. So it is all here, good to go. The Xenosaga trilogy. Good find by me. I got this all in the same shop. It was beautiful. Another one. I got Sakura Wars again. I did not know that they had this original one on the PS2, so I saw it and I was like, hell yeah, I think this has a promotional DVD inside. We can watch it sometime if you want. Discord watch along. The Sakura Wars DVD. What does it have? Creating. Okay. It's like a how it was made disc, maybe? That'd be fun. We'll watch it sometime. I like Sakura Wars. Everyone does, so. Alright. This game is a preface for something else. We said White Day's coming. Not more Sakura Wars. Well, listen. This next game is going to lead into something else. I can't even, like, explain. Alright, listen. So I saw this for cheap, and I was like, hell yeah, brother. It's Kimmy Kiss. So I saw this, and I was like, let's do it. Let's just do it, okay? Because I saw this next to something else, and I was like, well, let's complete the set. So, just another White Days coming up game. You know, it's all good. It's all gravy. Fun little purchase for like not very much. Now I'm gonna clear this out because I've got one more PS2 game to show. Oh my god, I'm gonna murder this chair. It is aiming for, there's two things on the floor and it wants to run them over every time. So I'm gonna take this stack. I'm gonna show you one more thing I got and you're gonna be like, that's whack. Let's fix the camera angle just a little bit. That looks better. Alright. I saw this and I thought to myself, you're coming home with me. I saw this and I thought, nah. You're coming back. You're going to Brazil, man. So, we all know, one of the best anime ever made, one of the best dating sims ever made, Amagami SS, my friend. So, I found this. I can't even, like, display it in one go. I saw the size of this, and I was like, I gotta do it. Look at this. Like, it's gigantic. It's gigantic, like, limited edition of the game. What am I supposed to do with this? If I say I'm short, this is what I mean. This game is huge. It is just a gigantic special edition of Amagami. That's whack? It is whack. It is absolutely whack. Do you want to know what's whack? What it comes with. Look at this. What is wrong with you? So much. But I think this was the right move. So look, it has the game. Very cool. It has an art book from various artists. Very cool. It has... That is a massive promotional copy. No. It has a 300-piece puzzle inside. And a frame to put your 300-piece puzzle in. As well as a Kimmy Kiss illustration. Holy... Yeah! Yeah, a puzzle. Who has ever done this since? When was the last time you bought a game and it had a whole jigsaw puzzle inside? Insane work. So I saw this and I was like, we gotta make it work, man. We gotta make that work. I can't even, like, what are you supposed to do with that? What are you supposed to do with that? That's gigantic. That's my hand. That's a man hand right there. Huge. Huge. Oh, man. Let's try not knock the camera again. Alright, so that's enough of that. What is wrong with you? Thank you very much for that. I also brought this back. This could be fun. Look at this. Look at this. I think this might be a fun one. I saw this. Apparently this is new. And I was like, dude, I gotta try that. You guys ever played Game of Life? The board game? Look at this. Game of Life is massive in Japan. It's like actually huge. For some reason it's on like every single console, right? And they made a Switch version, but they made it so you can put your like Joy-Con in there and spin the wheel for real, and it comes up in the game. I tried this. I played this yesterday. I've seen some holos playing it. Well, now you're gonna see me do it. Because it's good and it's fun. Obscene. I saw it and I was like, I gotta try this out. I gotta find out what the hubbub is. And it's good. Dudes, we're gonna take a short break again, and we're gonna come back for the Super Famicom section. I believe that's where I bought the most games. So, a quick 2-minute break because apparently my bladder is the size of a pea. And I will be right back and we will continue. The last final spurt. Ha! See ya! Alright, I'm back. So amazing what kind of peripherals people make. You know I'm drawn to that sort of stuff, you know? You know I love that sort of stuff. Like, from the man that brought you Train Controller. And that will bring you Fishing Controller. Do you expect anything else? I'm drawn to that. Like a moth drawn to the finest lamp. You know? Alright. Oh god, I dropped it. It's fine, it's cardboard. I was thinking that the stream was frozen. No, I'm sorry. I left to wee wee pee pee. But hello. Valdso, it's nice to see you. Nice to see you. No, I got up for a sec. Alright, we're gonna get through these quick. So, one of my goals. You may know that I am a Sailor Moon enjoyer. And so one of my goals was to fix up the little collection I've got on the Super Famicom. And I achieved this goal. So, first up, this is just the first one. You saw me play this. This was the one that I did like a revenge match on. This is the one where we decided to play it on like easy mode just to see. And it kicked us out at level 2. So we beat this game. I've had the cartridge, have not had the like full version. So now we got it. So that's one of them. There are 7 that I do not own, so there's one. We played this one too. This was Sailor Moon R. Do you remember? This was the one I played with Leo Lion. On the couch. Co-op. Beat 'em up game. Sailor Moon R. We beat it. It was good. Have it. Gonna be 3 AM, not tired, listening to Spotify. Hell yeah. Well, if you want me rambling in the background as well, I'm here. Hello. So, pick that one up as well. You've seen... We played Sailor Moon S as well. That's the fighting game. You would have seen us. You would recognize that character select that we did. Thank you for barely focusing my camera. So we got Sailor Moon S, the fighting game. That was good. So I picked up... This one was good that I did not own before. Super S. Again, it's a fighting game. But something interesting about this one... So it came with a card. Again, look at this. Beautiful stuff. The manual's all there. It's beautiful. It tells you all the combos for all the characters. Gorgeous. Cartridges there. Still in the plastic. My god. It comes with this little card as well. And on the back of it, it tells you a secret about the game. When you're loading it up on the title screen, you can put in certain button combinations based on whichever character you like the best, and it'll change the title screen from saying like Sailor Moon to like Sailor and like your favorite, and they'll be on the title screen instead, and it'll be about them. And so I think that's very neat, and that's something that you wouldn't know unless they told you. Is that the horse? Oh my goodness. The Pegasus. Maybe. I don't know. I need to give it a rewatch. I need to find out for sure. But it's good. Another fighting game. And then from there, we've got 3 puzzle games as well. I already own another story, which is the RPG. So we've got this one. I'm just going to speed through these because they're not like amazing. They're good fun, but like Sailor Moon S, again, massive subtitle to tell you that this was just a puzzle game. I played this. It's not the best. It's not the best. I probably need to learn the deep intricacies of this game. We've got this Sailor Moon S puzzle game. This one was actually fun. I had to learn this one. I was not familiar with its game. But these are all basically just like, for better or worse, you could call them just like Puyo Puyo, like rip-offs, I guess. Or they gave it a shot to make a fun puzzle game. Pretty much succeeded. I mean, it is fun. If you had 2 people, it'd be more fun. Playing against the computer isn't like the best in the world. And then you've got this Super S game as well. So there are 8 Sailor Moon Super Famicom games. And there we go. We managed to find them. Me, as in like we and you. Haven't watched Sailor Moon, but I heard about it 2 times. Now 3, including me. So, these are all fun, all good, worth their weight in fish. So, but that's not all I bought for the Super Famicom. Now we can get on to, I don't know, a bit more fun. Check these out. Check these out. Alright, so we had some enjoyment for Slayers before on the PS1. Slayers mention for the 2nd time. Yeah, you and me, and everyone else. Slayers, another mention in 2025. There it is. I found this as well, the SNES game, and it also is an RPG. I tried out all the stuff that I played on the SNES because I am a Super Nintendo enjoyer. And honestly, this game looks beautiful. I might want to try it out sometime because I think this would be super fun to give a go. Give a red hot go. I love the manuals. I love the little manuals. I really think that this would be a good time. Whoever had this before me decimated this game, honestly. Absolutely destroyed it. Everybody, there's 3 files and they're all level 99. Like, whoever had this game before me loved it and decimated it. It was... They went crazy style. Yeah. Only semi-retro consoles I have is the Wii, PS2, and some SNES that has preloaded games. Hell yeah. We love them all. This one. I've been wanting this game for a while, but it's always been too expensive. But I found it. I found it for a good price finally. It is Torneko's Big Adventure, the world's first mystery dungeon game. And I've been wanting to try this out because it looks really fun, and it is really fun. The 3DS is retro, actually. That's awful. That's awful news. And I finally found it. This was like, what? Like 10 USD, finally. And it looks really fun. It's a mystery dungeon game. It's like random every time you go in. If you've played any mystery dungeon games, you've played them all. But this was the first one. So this is where all your problems began. I love the little artworks inside. They're so good. So I'll have to give this one a try sometime because I love the series, of course. Love the games. Everything is in such like fantastico condition as well. So this is like, I would be buying this stuff, you know, and people would be telling me in the shop, they're like, hey man, are you sure? Are you alright? Like, it's pretty beat up. Like, are you certain? And I'm like, dude, do not insult me. Another one. I have 2 DSIs, one grey, which I lost, a black newer one. Nice. Give them a go. So, I saw this and I was like, let's give it a whack. Tokimeki Memorial, the original, the Super Nintendo one. You get a discount because unfortunately, the premium CD has been lost to time. So I thought I'd give this a try as well. I'm sorry the CD drama was unable to come home. We were unable to bring it home. So very interesting to see how this would differ from SNES and PS1. I think my true answer is not very much. Here's a cool one. Here's a cool one that I finally managed to find for a good price. Shin Megami Tensei 2. I have the first one, but I was unable to pick this up in the past, and now I've made certain that I could find it. I tried playing a bit of this, and man, it's clunky as hell. They have 100% improved it since the past, but you know, it is what it is. And we've got what we've got. We enjoy it. The art is like beautiful. What the hell? What do you mean, what the hell? Black one's been in use, battery depleted after 2 years. Well, what can you expect? The Shin Megami Tensei 1 box art is one of the most like beautiful ones on the Super Nintendo. So if you can ever grab hold of that. If anyone's ever interested, we did the Famicom run through of everything I own. If you ever want to do one of those with the Super Nintendo, I'm down. Alright, one of the last ones. So, I own Final Fantasy IV, and I enjoy it. What I have not seen is they made this. Final Fantasy IV, easy type. So, what this is, Final Fantasy IV was more difficult in Japan, and when they brought it to English, they toned it down. And then they brought it back to Japanese. The easier version is they just brought it back. It's the exact same game, and that warns you here. This whole warning is like, brother, if you've played the game, if you've bought the game, it's all the same. It is all exactly the same. It's just a little bit easier. But it has this full fold-out manual, like a map. I'm not going to do it. But what it also has, it has this full goddamn guide. I think you may like Sailor Moon, maybe. It's a full-on, like, guide, like a walkthrough. It's insane. They really, like, if you were having a hard time with Final Fantasy IV, you never will again. It's crazy work. And I can't believe that someone kept it after all this time. Insane. Just gotta get that back. They just included the guide with the game? Yeah, because it's the easy version. They sold the regular one too, and everyone had it, but that's the easy one. Second last. I bought it because it was fun. It's Princess Maker. I saw this and I was like, oh, hell yeah. Definitely much harder than you think. but worth a look. I saw it and I was like, you know what? You're okay. Get in. There is a lot to think about in this game. There is a lot to think about. You can mess up very easily. Oh, no, I'm pushing things out the other side. We're almost there, boys. Almost there. One more thing, very small anime addiction. It's just fun stuff. Like, these are just fun things that I picked up because, you know, on the SNES and stuff, like, I've already got, like, all the stuff you'd expect. This is a fun one if you know what. Umihara Kawase. Very fun series, very difficult series. Just platforming. Just you and your fishing rod. Good times, great classic hits. Alright, boys. I've got 4 things left. If you've managed to stay this far, you will be rewarded. I'm going to show you stuff that, I don't know, I feel embarrassed about picking up because they were tough. I did not intend to buy these, but I found them and I was like, oh my god. And I will show you, if you've managed to stay this long, you will be rewarded. So, here we go. We've got... Oh my god, this chair. Like, this is insane to me. This was the most insane thing I found all trip. So, put up with me, Dragon Quest guy. But look. I can't believe it. Like, again, Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3, Game Boy Color. This is English. This is an English version of the game. Both of them. And they are complete. They're insane. Like, I can't believe it. Like, they have the manuals. They've got the maps. They've got the advertisements for, like, Nintendo Power and stuff. I absolutely cannot believe full English because they're the American versions. I don't know how they got there. I don't know how long they've been there. But now they're with me. Dragon Quest 3 as well. I don't understand how this came to be, but I am taking full advantage. Again, like map, world map, ads, like manual, like it is all here. I don't get how this happened. But you better believe I'm taking full advantage of that. Like, what the hell? Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3. Beautiful stuff. Alright. Fellas. This one's more of like a if you know, you know. But I found this and I have elected to pick it up and bring it back. This is like, I'm just gonna throw it in. So, Fire Emblem. I don't know whether it's like Thracia or Thracia 776. Bit of a story behind it. Like basically the last game made for the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo. Let me try and get a year on it. Because if you'll look closely, can you see? Please focus. What happened to the previous 774? You will notice that the copyright is 1999 and 2000 on it. Because, like, don't even worry about the release of the 64. This thing was competing with the release of the GameCube. This was released so goddamn late into the Super Nintendo's life. And you wonder, why was there no Fire Emblem 64? Because they were still making this crap. Maybe one day we'll have to play it just because it was so hard to find. I did not intend to pick this up. I saw it and I was like, oh baby. And again, it's perfect. But again, it came out in like 2000. It's like 8 years younger than any other SNES game. It's obscene. I gotta fix this. One thing left. One thing left. Can I show the Super Famicom? Maybe another time. I will probably do like a run through of the stuff I own on Super Famicom eventually. This is just like a trip video. But what I will show you, I have something unfortunate to report. Those who know me may know I have an embarrassing GameCube addiction. I found something. This will be the last thing we show today. I found something. I did not intend to find it. I wasn't even supposed to be like in the area that day. I did not know there was a shop there to look at. But I was doing something else and I went in just to see, not the clock. We showed off the clock. I loved the clock. I can show that off the first if you like, just while I'm rambling. If you like. There's the clock. And I'll get the last mystery item that we are on sale today. So, just while I talk, I did not intend to find it. This is the Dragon Quest clock that I won, by the way. Hell yeah. It's about, I don't know, 20 centimeters tall. You can hang it up on the wall. It's gonna be neat. It's gonna be neat. Oh. But I overslept. Hello. This is the last thing. Well, Crozen, I told you about this briefly. Check this out. The clock. Fellas, I'm just going to slide this in and you can make your own reactions. You can make your own assumptions. So I found this. This is the... I'll let you read that. It is the Gundam GameCube. I did not expect to find this, but find it I did. The Game Boy player. Yes, it has the Game Boy player included. And again, as Crozen said, and so it's got the matching controller as well. That was also red and had like the Gundam symbol on it. You will be very displeased to know that I know next to nothing about Gundam, but I took this back. I plugged it in to see if it would even turn on, and wouldn't you know, it started up. But how did it start up? What did it start up with? Well, look at this. Someone forgot to take out their copy of Smash Brothers Melee. So that was just a free edition. This game also is in full English, even the Japanese version, which is insane. So there you go. I did not intend to bring this back, but bring this back I did. And I only really bought it because, yeah, it had the controller included. It had the Game Boy player included. It is all together. It all works. It is insane. It was an insane find. So, absolutely wild. Crozen, I'll show for you again, just before we wrap up. One of the craziest things I found, to me, on this trip, was I found English versions of Dragon Quest 1, 2, 3 on the Game Boy Color. American English versions, so I brought those home with me. I have great luck when raiding Japan for knickknacks. Absolutely, positively. But I did not intend to bring home the Gundam GameCube. I joked about it. I still do not have the Panasonic Q, and quite frankly, I don't think I want one. They're too expensive. But here we are. And that's the game. That's what we found. I feel very lucky. I was a bit of a suitcase wizard when coming on back. I hope that wasn't too boring. I hope you guys enjoyed that a little bit. I hope that you had a good time listening to my rambling about my pictures. Now that you've shown all, I have to ask, how the hell did you get all the money to buy this? It's a combination, you see. I don't think time to be VOD gang later, hell yeah. I don't think I've quite conveyed just how cheap things are in Japan, and just how much, like, I did a lot of digging. I did a lot of digging through multiple stores, like dozens. Every single shop has something expensive that's really underpriced, and also, as a bonus, something cheap that's like really overpriced. So, if you dig, you can find a deal. You can find a deal in places like some of these games, some of this stuff. I found for like half price or less. Like I told you, like Xenogears, right? I saw it in a shop for 50. I saw it in a shop for 20. I saw it in a shop for 10. And finally, I saw it in a shop for like $6 to me. And so that's the sort of stuff I was on, you know? Like, when you just keep searching, sometimes the price can just be right. When you really do your best, if you only go to like the main tourist areas, like, yeah, you're going to be paying top dollar. But if you have the time to dig yourself into the dirt, you might come up with something. Still seething over Xenogears? Agumi! I've never beaten Xenogears or Xenosaga, but I would like to. If I was ever to play them on stream, could I get someone to come in and just like, even if it's just in the chat, could someone backseat me? Oh, I burped, sorry. Could someone backseat me just the entire time? Just hold my hand through the whole thing, please. But there is much opportunity to be had, and if you're willing to do the footwork, you can come up with a deal. Like, there are places in like Akihabara, there's places in Tokyo. Kai's going to random countryside stores buying from Little Ollie. Like, genuinely though, Doom scrolled Twitch and found this stream highly worth it, and we're glad to have you. We're going to be going back to regularly scheduled stuff from tomorrow, playing games and stuff. I play like Animal Crossing, Dragon Quest, Earthbound. Come along, you know? So there's always fun to be had. I'll post a schedule tonight. I haven't actually either, still in the process. Hell yeah, we can all learn together. And Etrian Odyssey, I gotta get back into Etrian Odyssey, man. If I remember, feel free. But that's true, like, there are places, like, say, the DSs and stuff, like, you could be paying, like, $200 for a DS if you buy in the middle of Tokyo, or there's places you can go out, like, random places in the middle of nowhere, and again, you can pay, like, $10 or less, like, it is all 100% about how much time you have and how much legwork you are willing to do. You can get a lot for a little if you're willing to look around. And that's just what I did. It's a much cheaper country than buying games in the West, or even just buying online. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you boys. I'm starting to feel a little unwell. I have been fighting a cold. I can tell that, like, I have not talked this much in a month. Anyway, even if I was healthy. So I think I'm going to have to start wrapping it up, because I've shown you everything there is to show. Pictures, crap. I think I'm going to have to start calling it a day, and we can start picking up from tomorrow as well. I've shown you everything there is to show. I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. I hope this wasn't boring. Thank you again, Portia, if you're still here for the raid. I think we're going to start moving on. You've probably talked more this stream than I have this week. Me too, though. Like, me too. Don't get it twisted. Like, I do not talk very much outside of streaming, honestly. So I think it's up to us now to get a bit of a wiggle on. Are we winning? Yes. Yes, we are. We are just wrapping up. Oh my god, I know exactly the guy. I know exactly where we're going. Perfect. Perfect. Don't you just love it when your best buddies are online at the same time as you? Anyway, thank you so much for the welcome home. Don't go anywhere. Thanks for sharing lovely photos and goodies. Oh, thank you for being here. Thank you for the warm welcome home. I enjoyed this stream. Why are you so mad? Thank you everyone for welcoming me back. You know, I always have a good time by myself, but this really is a great place where I feel at home. You guys are the sunshine in my life, and I love you very much, and that is the truth. So I gotta say, thanks heaps. I'll send you somewhere good, so don't go anywhere. And I'll see you tomorrow, I think. I'll probably start streaming something tomorrow. So I'll say the line, thanks for show and tell. Yeah, I hope I feel better soon as well. So, for now, alright, everyone, everybody. Bye for now. I love you. I miss you already. And I will see you tomorrow, okay? Okay. Bye-bye. Oh, man. We gotta get the song on. Here we go. See you, everyone, but don't go away. I'll send you somewhere nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, turn that on. And oh, what is a stream? I haven't done this in too long. All right, bye. Mwah.